No,
Right,
I'm
right. I
saying
get.
no. The other person on the panel. I'm just wondering if he was.
If I was what? My name's Joel.
It's
Dude,
okay if you were. I'm just
were
wondering.
you
Were you at
uh, an
anon?
anon guy?
No, I don't even know what that means. I've heard of it, but is that anonymous or is
Because
that the?
that is such a fail. That was such a psyops, and that's what is going to screw up
It wasn't a
everybody like
fail
this
though.
election.
Are you
It
talking about
was
the
not a
Buffalo
fail.
Horns guy?
So, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was.
The thing that he was the shaman
It
of.
was horrible. Everything
Yeah,
about it was
just
a
it was just a
psyops.
fraternity gag. Yeah,
100%. People
But it
fell
was
for
very
such
effective.
like
It was
horrible
very
trash.
effective. And that was
It was
I mean,
effective.
yeah, and
Just like
it's a really slick way though to bring in a bunch of Hollywood actors, right? Well, and say that Hollywood's the problem. That's why it's all Hollywood actors participating in the psyop.
well, and that's why it's
pretty
also
cool.
backfiring in the legal circles. Again, the Supreme Court is already talking about how a lot of the January 6th convictions, not just the trials still pending, but the convictions are going to be overturned because even that
Well,
guy,
so
even the
what?
Buffalo Horn guy, he was escorted. He was being polite.
I
He
know,
was,
but
yeah.
so
So
what if it's
the real
overturned?
evidence shows that
it
At
doesn't
that
he
point,
badly
matter.
broken.
it won't matter if it's overturned. These people,
It
I
will not
helped one
matter.
guy's wife move out of their house. I've still got his canoe sitting on the side of my house because she didn't have a place to move it. He's still in prison. Like these people, if that shit gets overturned, it'll be after they've already gone through the bullshit that they went through. And
Yeah, for sure. I
Well, so
agree.
the hope is again in regular America
There's
outside
no
of the
hopeism though. The hopeism is dead. Like we got to get real now, you know?
well,
Like this is
what I'm
not
I
trying
don't
to
know that
the
share.
I'm
hopeism
that
is dead.
black pilled.
That's why I'm trying to
Uh,
share. I've shared that sentiment as well, but I'm getting
the
some new
hell is
hope
there to hope for? Unless
that
you have like free
now that
will
the
and you can
Supreme
actually
Court,
do something for yourself.
the hope is that now the Supreme Court has finally started to make light of this and start reversing those. It's not only is it vindicating the
Only because
Trump
of Trump.
supporters,
Yeah,
it's
because he did
showing,
it. He did it by himself.
it's proving for all of history that the Democrat side, that this far left group now are literally worse than they've accused Trump of. They are factually, literally proven beyond all shadow of doubt, legally proven to be worse than they could ever accuse anybody of January 6th. That's
How
some
is
of the
that?
hope.
I mean, but that was obvious. That was known from the
Well,
start.
now
You
it's
know,
factual. Yeah.
and I mean, like, consider Snowden, right? Did the NSA stop anything? No.
No?
Look what they did to Assange.
Yeah.
Yes.
Assange.
I mean,
So
Yeah.
Snowden's mistake was that he did not release anything new other than names, and Trump himself is already talking about pardoning Assange.
he should have done
That's
it
fucked
already.
up.
Like, there's,
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel
he's
like
think
there's a
he's.
conflict of interest there, though.
Well, he was also wanting to wait
Of
for the
course
legal
there is.
process for Ecuador's.
That's that's
Are
fucked
you a
up.
Trump supporter?
Fuck no, I don't do
Yes.
politics.
No, not you, Barbie.
Oh,
Joel,
like you already know that.
Yeah, Joel. Thank you.
not really. I don't really. Trump's too
Sorry.
Democrat for me, but still, I just like the
You're
truth.
so dick to me lately.
But
Yeah,
no, so
She was just he
Ecuadorian
was
government is
sticking up
trying
for you. God.
No,
trying to give
that'd be
Assange
first in a couple weeks.
asylum ship, and so I think Trump was waiting for that legal process if that would happen.
Personally,
Trump had
I
years
think they're
to
too
do
old
it.
to
He
be
had
in
years
office.
to arrest Hillary. He had. I mean, if you look at just at policies, my back's sore. Trump did more damage in policies than any other president. He did more money printing. He started the lockdowns, Operation Warp Speed. Of course, you know, he has reasons for all of it. Apparently, I don't know. You know, there's lame excuses. He invited everybody to January 6th, and then didn't pardon nobody. Didn't even call them terrorists. And also, he's promoted the execution of drug dealers,
Oh,
Well,
which
what?
that's a whole nother level.
I have a bit of a
That's
personal interest in
another
that.
rabbit hole right there.
Right,
Yep.
that might not matter to everybody as much as it does to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
word.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think that's wrong either way. Like,
Ooh.
that's like, to me, killing somebody because they do drugs is no different than killing somebody because they like macaroni and cheese. That's their thing. That's their thing. If they don't harm anybody, why you got to kill them just because they do drugs? It's not directly affecting you.
I mean, just yeah. Hold on, Harmon. Thank you for 10 more memberships. Let me update the thing.
Harmon, go boo.
Let's see.
Come up on panel, Harmon. So, like, I feel like I can name off 10 things that Trump has done that has pissed me off, or made me upset, or wondered why. But the end results were not as bad as I thought they were going to be.
Such as
So, oh gosh. See, this is the thing. I'm like getting ready for bed after thinking all day at work.
well, you volunteered it.
You're right. I'll get better at this. Like, this is just okay. So, one question I have to ask: was he charged or was he not charged? Because I heard another story where the jury said that they do not have proof of what his convictions were.
What?
Talking about the New York case is money laundering. There's
I
hush money case.
guess. Yeah, today.
All right. There was zero evidence. He was convicted of a crimeless crime of insinuating that paying legal fees to his ex-lawyer could have been used for something other than a business expense, namely to pay off a what do you call it?
To pay off Stormy.
All right, which she herself testified in that same court hearing that he never tried, that there was never an affair, that he never offered her hush money. The person of interest herself said that Trump is absolutely innocent of everything. And so the prosecutors and the jurors literally took the word of a convicted fraudster, liar, that lawyer, to say that, oh, no, I took that money that they gave me and I meant to try to protect my old boss Trump from this porn star actress' false allegations before the election. So the jurors just believed the lawyer and just insinuated that Trump may have fought it. So it's a literal thought crime. It's going to be appealed on its ass so hard.
Absolutely.
The only relevance is now Donald Trump's the first prior president of the United States that's been convicted of a felony. That's it. It's optics.
And that speaks volumes of the ripple effect of what's going to happen to us.
Well, not only that, not only can all of us here, including every New Yorker, be sued and convicted on basically just thinking or being presumed to have thought of doing a crime, but it 100% vindicates all of Trump's conspiracy theories, quote unquote, that they're out to get him. Well,
yes, it is. It's the truth. We all know that. I mean, if you've been a part of it, like even January 6th. So
what about fucking
here,
another trial that I don't think was real was
Florida?
Alex Jones.
Oh.
I mean, he's got what, the biggest lawsuit ever in history because of something he said? Come on. What it do, Angel?
Hey, Flow State. Happy Thursday to everyone, or to those where it's already past midnight. Happy Friday to you.
Happy whatever day it is to you as well.
I was just happy.
All right, should we continue on with the nonsense?
Yeah, I guess so, Flow State.
Oops.
The videos making fun of him are better, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, drop something backstage. If you, like I said, I haven't been paying any attention to this until just now. And so if you've got something, then share it. But the utility that I see in this is just guessing what's next in the script.
I would ask, do you want to see just a parody alone, or do you want to see honest commentary that's funny but honest?
My biggest priority is gonna be copyright shit. So actually, probably none of it.
Okay.
Because that stuff's all probably going to be copyrighted. Although if you've got the angle with De Niro's mask. I would be interested in seeing that.
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
And there were other ones in there who probably were in with them a little bit too, and they found a way to get around. Not these guys. They
I'm gonna try to find you something, Phil.
us for you, for you, for you. No, no, they fought for you, buddy. You're able to stand right here now. They are the two heroes. I'm honored to be with these two heroes today, from former Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn and former Metropolitan Police Officer Michael Fanone.
That car alarm is unbearably annoying.
I came here today to remind Americans of what Donald Trump is capable of.
There's no closed
And the
caption
violence
available. Damn it.
he unleashed on all Americans on January 6th.
Probably caused the car alarm, prevented you from being able to read it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You know what's funny? The deep fake
Thank God.
software I was using, they
For
somehow
2 decades,
blocked.
I was a D.C. police officer.
They've blocked
serving
the
the
Nero's
citizens of the
face.
Leave me alone, dude. I'm live.
They blocked his face and shit. There's ways around.
Leave me alone. I'm live. Who's bothering you, Barbie?
Flow state.
Shadow
That
people.
car alarm is just as annoying as a person's fire alarm when they're too lazy to change the batteries in their home.
That's
If you
worse than the beef.
The
Yeah.
car alarm is no longer going off when you press
I
it.
know.
to Columbia, primarily working in narcotics. On January 6, 2021, I heard distress calls coming from fellow police officers on the Capitol, as thousands of Trump supporters rushed them and brutally assaulted members of law enforcement. That day, I, like hundreds of other D.C. police officers, put on a uniform and responded to the Capitol to assist our brothers and sisters in law enforcement, defending the Capitol from a violent, armed
Bullshit.
mob of Trump's supporters. These supporters were fueled by Trump's lies and the lies of his surrogates, lies that the 2020 election was stolen. Those same lies have been spewed by Donald Trump and his surrogates about what happened to me and so many other police officers on January 6, 2021.
He almost says security, but
That
he
day,
put it
I was
surrogates.
brutally assaulted. I was pulled from the police line by a man named Albuquerque Head, a Trump supporter. Violent assault on me.
There's no way in
While
hell.
being
Really?
restrained by the
Right?
violent
Like,
mob,
it's crazy.
I was beaten.
No
Albuquerque Head.
Bro, that's
hell
my
That's
bro. I
bad.
sold him weed last week. I know Albuquerque.
no,
Head.
sir. I'm pretty sure I paid that. God, never mind.
Albuquerque Head sounds dangerous as fuck. Well, to do what, Sasquatch?
I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
It's not a name. It's an
the squeegee
advertisement.
for
right?
windshield.
That's exactly what that is.
Albuquerque.
That's him getting his due. The mob came and was like, dude, you owe us. Get Albuquerque Head on the map.
Bro, I'm gonna New Mexico this shit. You want to go cartel on them? Okay, New Mexico. I do Albuquerque. Fuck off, man.
It's actually and to this comment, yeah, cops are pretty tatted up. It's definitely not abnormal.
Yeah.
Pussy's
Yeah.
better to submit either way.
Yeah, I know a guy who was a cop for a while. He does private security and OnlyFans, but he's
Whoa,
tatted way the
that's weird.
fuck
I
up.
need to check that out. That's crazy.
Yeah,
What-
it's
why would
interesting.
you
I'm
do
saying
He's-
shout out
he's-
to Albuquerque Head. You know, he's been running the game.
that?
Loud.
But he's got like face tattoos and shit. But yeah, no, he does private security now. He's done a lot of celebrities and shit. I asked him who's the coolest celebrity because you always hear what douches they are, and he said Jonah Hill. And he said Jonah Hill's a really nice guy.
I've heard that too.
Argo's cop cousins are all tatted.
An individual named Kyle Young tried to strip me of my firearm, while chants of kill him with his own gun were echoed by other members of the crowd.
Fucking
that
Carl
time-
out here.
Thomas Civic, a man from Buffalo, New York, stripped me of my badge and my police radio, my lifeline to call for help from other officers. All the while, continued to be
Good. What do you
beaten
mean good? Fuck
and
you.
then struck with a taser on my neck by Daniel Rodriguez, another Trump supporter who also pled guilty to his violent assault on me. All four of these individuals are self-admitted Trump supporters. All four of them committed violent assault on law enforcement. I'm just one representative of the hundreds of police officers that were assaulted that day by Donald Trump supporters, inspired by his lies. The lies that continue to this day to inspire my fellow Americans to turn against their fellow Americans, to turn against police officers. At the end of the day, this election is about Donald Trump and his vision for the office of the President of the United States, not as a public servant who answers to the people who elected him, but as an authoritarian who answers to and serves only himself. Thank you. Naturally, that was murdered.
If I remember correctly,
Morning.
those guys pled guilty because they were acting in self-defense.
So I just need to address that stupid officer's last comment saying that Trump is only there to serve for himself. He's actually here to serve Americans, to live a better life, to make more money, when the Democrats are the ones currently and have always been the ones to take your money. Like, have Trump or any Republican, as far as you guys are aware, ever introduced any form of tax hike in the increment that Biden has in the last couple years, where he has taxes? I forgot the percentage, but it goes to anyone who makes over $400,000 in a year's time, and yet people want to say Trump is out for himself. He's actually wants people to make more money.
Who's
while
feeding
working
back?
hard, playing hard.
Well, Angel, Trump is the most economically disastrous president we've ever had. He shut down the economy. He printed more money than anybody's ever printed before or after him. He started, he's an actor.
Everybody's a fucking actor. That's the whole point. It's controlled opposition. But remember, you said, Flo, you're like, it's a movie. Remember that movie? How do you pronounce that word? Idiocracy?
Oh, yeah.
Idiocracy. It's literally, it's a movie, and watch that movie. It's literally.
I'm gonna give you that fluoride stare.
It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Brano makes the plants grow. Okay, how dare you give plants toilet water? Water, that's for the toilet. The fuck.
All right, let's pull it back up.
This shit's fucking stupid.
Dennis, who's wrongo?
He's talking about me.
The president does. That's technically correct. The president doesn't print money. That is technically correct, but you understand what I'm saying. His policies were more harmful. The way that he handled the coup was more economically damaging than anything anybody has done before or after him, since probably the Great Depression. Maybe more so even.
Idiocracy, whatever how you pronounce it. That's a fucking documentary, buddy. Look around.
All right, K is correct. The Federal Reserve implementation was, I don't remember who that was under in 1913, but that was definitely the biggest disaster ever. The Great Depression was caused by the Fed, and I can't think of anything else besides the lockdowns that have been as bad.
To be more technical, Congress controls the mint, which controls the printing of money. All the Federal Reserve does is control interest rates.
No, that's incorrect. The mint borrows from the Federal Reserve.
Well, no, the mint makes and destroys money. That's what the mint does.
It creates the physical money, but the way that the I suppose asset ownership goes is the Federal Reserve lends the money to the mint, to the U.S. government at interest.
Correct, but the banks, the 12 banks, cannot lend money that's not created. So the mint has to create the excess money first before it can be loaned, before the bank can make a reserve money.
All right, yeah, but theoretically, before it's not backed by gold. It hasn't been backed by gold since 1 year ago.
The Federal Reserve issues it, and it's digitally printed into existence. The mint is more of a figurehead than anything.
It's backed by nothing. It's a fucking figment of your imagination. It's called slave fucking drip. He wants to
Congress
run on the
controls the money
treadmill for the
flow.
non-existent carrot.
All a president can
Yeah.
do is say yea or nay, and Congress can override a president.
Let me put it this way: Trump was the mascot for the worst economic decision our country's had in 3 generations.
All right, but let
That's
me
why
ask
I
you this
say
question,
he's too much of a
Flo.
Democrat.
You
for
think
me.
it's really Trump or Biden or any of these fucking puppet retards that we see on the goddamn stage talking?
No, that's what I'm saying. Cage, are you listening to any of the conversation going on around you, or are you just waiting to one up whatever the conversation is?
It's not one-upping. Is we already know what fucking time it is. Now we're just like we're playing along like little monkeys to this shit. It's retarded.
Hello.
Hey,
You're
I
going
kind
to
of
bigger
resemble that.
criticism, Flo, about Trump.
Huh?
The bigger criticism of Trump, as far as anti-Americanism goes, is he's for the Universal Health Care Act. He's for the ACA. He was trying to.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Far worse than the Federal Reserve ever could through Affordable Care Act. Remember?
I did not know that he was for that.
Yeah. He ran about. He was positive for that in 2016 before he was elected the first time. There's video clips of him being archived saying he's literally for universal health care. One of the reporters asks him, well, who's going to pay for it? And Trump's like, well, the government's going to pay for it. So, I mean, that's if you want to criticize Trump,
Why
man.
would that be called
Don't worry,
Albuquerque
Albuquerque head has that.
I need every bit of money you can bring me. Pay me. All the money, all the banking, all the jobs, all the material things. I love spending money. And all these people here know I love spending all that money.
Congratulations, Albuquerque head.
Albuquerque head will front the bill for it. Don't worry
y'all
about it.
sometimes. Hold on, it says phone down.
Well, I just wanted to pop up here and ask you a clarifying question, if you don't mind.
Hey, are you hearing me?
Go ahead. Oops.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
You want a clarifying question? You're the one who asked to
Well,
speak.
2 people were talking, but anyways. So if he is an actor, what's the utility behind him kind of blowing up the narrative machine and putting out a message that the media is lying to you? Kind of what I was wondering.
You guys
I
are
don't think so.
psyop beyond belief. You're psyop beyond fucking hope. It's unbelievable.
Cage, you're
people
getting
that
annoying
think-
to me. You have got to stop trying to one up people.
I'm not one-upping anybody in your
You
mind.
keep trying to demonstrate. This is something you constantly do, Cage. Stop trying to demonstrate that you're the smartest person in the room. We already fucking know you're the smartest person in the room.
No, I'm an idiot.
Bro,
I know that I'm the idiot.
The issue is you start talking a few seconds.
Whatever you
when
do,
you
do
know,
not think of the pink elephant.
And
Did
when
Thanks
you
for coming up, Cage.
mean something Pro State?
No.
I was going to answer that.
For a second, I thought I heard my name. Sorry.
No, you didn't. Go ahead, Sasquatch, and then back to Joseph's question.
I was just telling him that the issue is not so much what he's saying as it is that he waits until someone gets far enough into a point to make it interesting, and then he starts talking about something completely irrelevant.
Yeah. And it's not like he hasn't been told this by 1,000 different people on 1,000 different panels.
Word.
Oh, is that
And what
something
are we up?
Oh, my bad.
Huh? No, you're
My
good. That's,
Houdini.
I wasn't critiquing your comment. I was more justifying my removal of him.
I was laughing at Case.
Why would I kick Cage? Is that a real? That's not a real question. Thank you, Margot, for 2 months as a member. I don't know why he would bomb the news media. Probably, maybe to herd people towards Twitter and social media. I don't know.
I have an opinion.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just curious.
They're running out of people they think can be credible enough to manipulate those that care about such things on the media. That Karen Jean-Pierre lady, all his press secretaries are all getting fired or embarrassed off the stage. So
I miss Trump's press secretary. She was a dime.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he's been going through press. The Biden has been. So
what was her name?
Binder of Power. McEnany?
Which one?
Yeah.
She had the binder of power, man.
Yeah, me and Harmon missed the shit out of her.
God, she was great. and a freaking snake too. Like she was an absolute shark. You say something out of place, she'd bust out her binder of power and call you out on it immediately.
The blonde lady.
Sasquatch. I'm sorry to say, but even though McEnany was a great press secretary of Trump, I enjoyed Sarah Huckabee Sanders more than her. Maybe it's just because Sarah Huckabee Sanders stood up against a lot of the fake news reporters from CNN, MSDNC, and that kind of stuff.
What you're saying, bro? McEnany, man, like Huckabee would like try to have an argument with them. She would justify their response with a response. She would let them troll her, and I didn't really approve of that approach. McEnany, she would just state a fact and move on.
And she was fucking hot too. Let's not forget that she was hot.
She was really, really smoking hot, especially when she was talking down to all them men in that room. Yes, mommy, please.
Dominatrix vibes.
Flo, you heard of Operation Paperclip, right?
Indeed. Yes, yes.
So the government made it their own issue to infiltrate the news to kind of steer public sentiment.
I think you're thinking of Mockingbird.
Mockingbird.
Yeah, that could be a bad.
Yeah.
But that's my main, like, if I want to put on my tinfoil cap and kind of go along with you, that's one of the hard sticking points that I can't really suss out. So it's just, I kind of wanted to put that on your radar, and thanks for having me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's kind of a moot point in my opinion, because the media are complicit on their own. You see it in the montages. You know, they make a clip of like 50 different news agencies all saying the same exact phrases.
Right. But I mean, that's, who do you think, where do you think the talking point comes from?
I just did. I don't think the government would need to do anything. It's whoever is trying to control that.
Well, somebody is putting that line out, right?
Right. It's not necessarily.
So why don't you think that, who do you think is the one writing dangerous for our democracy?
If I was going to have my best informed opinion, which is all it is, an opinion, it's foreign actors. It's the George Soroses and that other guy that's the new bigwig. It's these outside influencers.
Why would you guess that?
Because they're the ones that are trying to promote the same exact false narratives all over the planet, not just in American.
But all the I have that compilation on my channel. Actually, I've got a couple of them, and those are some well performing videos. But they're all U.S. news outlets.
Well, as I'm saying, that there are non-U.S. outlets that not only use the same montages, but the same false political narrative is global. It's not just American.
The CIA is fairly out in the open now that the CIA has embedded people in media for a long time.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, look at who's the albino looking dude on CNN? What's his name?
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper, right? Like, he's a
he's like a high snowflake. He is the snowflakiest of the snowflakes. I love that guy.
His before working in his family job on his resume was an internship at the CIA. He's a Vanderbilt.
You have to. That's not what their name is anymore. That's not what their name is anymore. It's not Vanderbilt.
Yeah, well, I mean, his mom was a Vanderbilt.
Gloria, yeah. I don't know why she named him Cooper, because I don't even think his dad's last name is Cooper.
It might be a stage name, just like Joshua Jones if he's down there.
To change it it's complicated. I'll explain to you one day off YouTube.
Well, hold on. I kind of want to maybe go down there. Explain it to me.
I can't on YouTube.
I feel like you can.
I can't do it. Okay. If you lived in Asheville, you'd understand a little bit more about how it works in the estate and all that. There's a lot of land that's being like literally raped all over the place around here. I hate to use that word. And it's because of some of the stuff that some of the members of the family have done. And
for people watching, she lives near the Vanderbilt mansion or estate or whatever.
Yeah, they're now like I woke up the other morning and was watching some stuff about it, and like it's insane the stuff that we as a general public don't know still about that
What do you mean?
the estate.
I don't know shit
It's
about it.
ever changing. It's ever changing. They're always building onto it. They're always that. There's other mansions that belong to the Vanderbilt family in other states that I didn't even know about. That must be a separate part. Like it's crazy. But they don't, they
Yeah.
had to change it because the Vanderbilt can't remember what it was. Something happened, and the Vanderbilt name started getting a lot of bad rep. And then inheritance got into play, and then that name is what got into to where it is now. But the house is still called the Biltmore Estate or the Biltmore House or whatever, or the Vanderbilt House. It's massive. You can't explore the whole thing in a day, and it's still privately owned residence, but you'll never see them. You'll never see them. It's weird. It's really fucking weird.
Joseph, new member.
Welcome.
I'm getting too much money.
Welcome, Joseph. I guess I might as well count that towards the goal. And if anybody didn't hear the announcement at the beginning, I do. Something about me is I make shorts. You know, people who have watched me for a while know that I make shorts, and some of them are kind of attack pieces or hit pieces. I normally keep a full magazine of hit shorts loaded up. I've got several about Paul, for instance. The last one I released was the short that was "Is Timmy a Cunt?" That one had been sitting there for like 9 months unlisted before I released it. When I was talking to him one day, he pissed me off. I was like, "All right, live." So that's sort of how I do shorts. But I just uploaded today 2 shorts about our homie, the Canadian rapper, and as you can see on the ticker at the bottom, if I get $60, I'll release one of them. If I get 100, I'll release both of them. And if not, then they'll just stay stored up in my ammo cache until he pisses me off.
You heard the term dark money yet?
What's that?
It's colloquial for foreign money into America's political influence. Congress has been talking a lot about it more recently, especially Senator Kennedy.
I don't believe in that. And by that, I mean, I don't believe that anybody is really acting in national self-interest. I think the world is a stage.
Well, that's what that means, and it's being tracked. The FEC is they last election 2020 they counted over almost $1 billion in dark money, seed money, and now they're for 2024. Even though we're not even halfway through the year yet, they're already talking another 600 million on top of that, 1.6 billion dollars now, and tracked what they could find dark money. So George Soros, and he's the old school one. There's just tons of foreign actors that are trying to influence not just America, was the point. So it's not just one particular boogeyman or doppelganger or whatever, hobgoblin. It's global narrative.
Will you get rid of our homie Simon here?
Where's he at?
He's in your chat.
He's in my. Oh, damn! I didn't even know he was in my chat.
I appreciate you. You're good.
What's going on?
So yeah,
he's just annoying to me, and I don't fuck with Simon, and he knows I don't fuck with him, so he's going over your chat to make comments.
I did not. I forgot. I fucking forgot.
She's been getting lovey-dovey with him. She's been.
I'm not getting lovey-dovey with him.
They were hugging.
No, lovey-dovey is that shit that Cindy pulled with fucking Flo, or Lindsay pulled with Flo the other night. That's lovey-dovey. That's over-the-top jealousy shit. Now, don't get me started. Me and Simon have been having civilized conversations, Papa. Don't get that twisted.
You're good.
Y'all don't know the day that I've freaking had.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not milking that for the drama content it's worth. That was some good shit.
I missed.
I was disappointed you left so soon. Like, I don't blame you, but I was kind of bummed. Like, oh,
because in the back of my head, I'm sitting there listening to her talking that shit, and I'm looking at her like, bitch, on my worst fucking day, I could pull better dick than you. And you're sitting here talking to me like you really would step to me. I haven't even done anything to you. And you started it by flipping me off for no reason. So suck my dick, ho. That's how I feel about her. And it's not going to change now.
No, Em, listen. I understand what you're saying.
Round two.
Like you're holding back.
I'll give her my address, and I still mean it. And I will be more than happy to go outside and show her what's up. I bet she don't talk that shit to my face.
I bet you don't do nothing but complain on the internet.
Exactly. I bet you ain't gonna do nothing but complain. She might bring this, and then they can both complain about it on the internet.
But before you forget about it, can you get rid of? You can
I'm
either
trying
time
to.
him out in your chat. You can time him out in your chat.
I did.
He goes.
I think I
He
did.
goes. Wow. Thank you. See, Simon,
But
I told you.
I would
told
like
you
to
that.
clarify.
Huh.
There's been people in my chat before from yours that have said some off the wall, based as fuck shit, and I didn't catch it till after the hand.
That is correct. Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And he didn't even say anything that off the wall. It's just I got a thing with Simon. He fucked around with me.
Am I
I told
saying-
him that he didn't really want to make himself an enemy, and he has been. He's been just really like not happy about it since.
Creeping the edges on you, man. He's going to all the places
we
that go to you.
address
He goes to all the
this?
places. He shows up backstage.
He did
He,
tell me
if
that.
I fuck with him on his channel, he'll start freaking the fuck out because he's drunk and has no self control.
I want to be drunk with no self control.
Oh, well, I'm about to be get like that if people don't stop messing with me. What is Gray Stroke and freaking Rock talking about? I never had sanity. It's like not hanging on by a thread. It was never there.
Yeah, it's if I don't know to the degree that it seems to wax and wane.
And with a transformer, how am I transform? I'm a shapeshifter. That's not a transformer.
It didn't meet the eye.
Yeah. Rocky thinks that everybody like Rocky saw some of those find the trans videos about or the trans hunter things, and it's like fucked up his brain entirely.
I want to do one of those videos, but set it up like a Blues Clues episode, so that a clue, point it out.
We are going to play Blues Clues.
Oh yeah, it's. I think that was a channel or something. Trans hunter. Anyways, there's videos where they go through like basically all the celebrities and point out how they're trans. And look, here's an Adam's apple. Look, here's blah blah blah. Look at the collarbone slant here, and they turn every celebrity into trans and all the Victoria's like. He probably spent too much time wanking at Victoria's Secret catalogs, and that's why he's so vigilant now.
Well, see, the one that really upset me was when I had someone convince me that, oh God, Sandra,
she fits right in.
Oh my God, I can't remember her name. I'll be back.
Yeah, and if you guys don't mind, if we're done catching up politics,
That's funny. He's not gay. Flo ain't that dumb.
Was yeah.
I have got a little bit more responsible with that.
Hold on, yeah, Joel.
The other lady can't hear me, I guess, but yeah, if y'all done talking,
she's just like that.
It's a delay.
This is normal. Don't take it personally. Just start.
Don't let her throw you off. Just start talking and keep going.
Well, if y'all are done talking about politics and stuff, I was going to bone out if y'all want to just talk about YouTube stuff, but.
All right, hey, let's. I'm kind of curious what the big dude has to say. So let's watch some more of this, and we'll keep it. Thank you for keeping us on track. I'm pretty bad about that.
Yeah.
If January 6th didn't happen, we wouldn't be here right now. I'd still be at work, working at the United States Capitol. I appreciate the words of Mr. De Niro, Officer Fanone, but anytime I get an opportunity to acknowledge, address, and thank the men and women of the Capitol Police and the Metropolitan Police Department.
Look at this camera guy in the background. Like, was he lost?
To protect our democracy, to protect each other.
Green
screen. To make sure everybody got to go home that night. That's what we fought for that day.
How about the dude with the microphone?
The fight for a lot of us didn't end on January 6th. That evening we went home. The fight still continues now. What happened that day was an attempt to overthrow an election. Donald Trump is the greatest threat to our democracy and the safety of communities across the country today. He has encouraged and continued to encourage political violence.
We've been called traitors just today. We were all called traitors on January 6th for doing our job. And yes, we protected Republicans. We protected Democrats alike. It's not about the story that we don't agree with. Political violence is never acceptable. But you have a presidential candidate, that champions it, that encourages it, that supports it. We cannot have that. Officer Signick, he died the day after January 6th. They said it was because of a stroke, but the events of January 6th caused it. His father said it best. Charles Signick, his son is dead. Trump does whatever will get him votes and helps Donald Trump. He is about himself. He calls the criminals who attacked our Capitol patriots. He calls the men and women who died serving and protecting this country suckers and losers. He constantly echoes the words of dictators and invokes the language of Nazi Germany, embracing political violence, pledging to
That's
rule
exactly
as a
what
dictator
De Niro
on
just
day
did.
one. Those aren't our talking points. Those aren't
Yes, it is.
news.
That talking point about him echoing Hitler's words, I went over that on a different stream with Uncle Fatty, and what he's referring to is it's one of the politician phrases, or talking points is like, we need to lower taxes. I don't remember specifically what it was, but it's something so generic that you would expect every politician ever to have said it.
Well, and it was the Nazis' actual rhetoric that if they weren't elected, that's how they finally got the Central Party, the Catholics, to vote for the Nazis, was they gaslit them saying, if you don't vote for us, then these other socialists are going to end your church. They're going to control your church. And the National Socialists promised the Catholics that they would not, even though they did. And so that's the rhetoric. That if you don't vote for them, then this is going to happen. That's exactly what De Niro just said. If you don't vote for Biden, Trump's going to destroy the country. So this guy is a total 100% hypocrite. I mean, do you follow the case law that's going on in Georgia about the 2020 election that he just mentioned too?
No.
So the false accusation this guy just repeated was that Trump tried to influence the electoral outturn in Georgia by trying to tell the state registration guy to find votes, if basically trying to accuse him of ordering the state to pull the country for Trump. That went to court, and the judge ruled that was not true. That the recorded statements that he made with that office, with that state guy, did not show that he was trying to use coercion. It was just a normal thing. And then the other case about whether or not the election was rigged or not, all those accusations going on in Georgia, it turned out that there were lost what they call drop boxes, that the election was not done correctly and on purpose. There's a huge lawsuit starting about it in the state of Georgia right now. The legislature is fighting in their own state legislature to make it illegal to use drop boxes again. The Democrats, of course, want drop boxes because that's how they, created.
But see, all this shit is too little, too late for me to think it matters.
Well, the point is that the truth has come out. So this guy is not only lying, but everything he's saying is about his party, not Trump. Literal.
Right. But the truth is, I don't know if you have Telegram. All this shit was out on Telegram when it was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I saw the interview with the CEO.
It's what's it called? Partial reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, partial reveal when you and that's what shit. The Twitter shit that popped off a while ago, that Twitter had a back door into or that this that was also a partial reveal that had already been brought out by Dr. Shiva. Anyways, none of this shit makes me excited at all. It's all old news. It's all too little, too late, and it keeps people locked into the paradigm where we feel like we have representation or impact.
No, and I agree with you. I call that the false narrative, and I agree with what you said earlier about how the world's a stage. This is not just America. This is happening everywhere. It's happening here, even in the Philippines right now. It's happening in Russia. It's happening. All the same false dichotomies, all this fraud is happening almost identically everywhere, except China, of course, North Korea. But the point was that it's not any one particular boogeyman. It's
correct.
I don't know how to describe it. accurately.
Well, there's a consistent march away from national sovereignty and towards globalism, and I definitely think it's got to do with the dollar's temporary nature and the fact that the next currency will ideally be a digital one that's global.
I think that's probably part of it. The larger scheme is literally freedom over slavery. It's literally communism versus capitalism. However, you want to simplify the dichotomies. It's
Well, I agree that, and I've got an economics background, and so I look at the whole world through because really economic power is power. It's the ultimate.
Well, it is in a capitalistic society. In a communist society, money is not.
No, it still
to
is in
be held.
communist.
Yeah.
It absolutely still is in communist.
Right. Those the lies, right? Those the fraud. But the point was that there's a larger push than any one particular actor or even American politics is just more obvious, I think.
Right. I do like how they threw in some fake heckling on this video.
Oh, wait till you get to the end. Oh, it's terrible.
Left news talking points. He said it. Americans need to wake up. This is not a drill. Mr. Nero said he's not trying to scare you. When I just unsuccessfully ran for office, a lot of people that I met out there said they were afraid. They're scared to see what another Trump presidency looks like. I try to pride myself in having some type of way to make people feel comfortable, saying some kind of a word, a hug, a look, or something. It's going to be okay. I couldn't say that to those individuals. I couldn't say it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. We can't count on these institutions to stop Donald Trump. It's going to take us Americans at the ballot box to defeat him once and for all. Thank you so much, yo. Okay.
As tacky as this shit sounds to me, the fact of the matter is there's a lot of people who have real Trump derangement syndrome out there. It's wild.
Time for a few questions to folks out. Why did the Biden campaign decide to come here today? Because you all are here. We've been incessantly covering this day in and day out, and we want to remind the American people ahead of the next debate, of the first debate on June 27th, of the unique, persistent, and growing threat that Donald Trump poses to the American people and to our democracy. So since you all are here, we're here communicating that message as we will do day in, day out until the debate goes out.
The two officers, just by the name, I'm asking. What are your two names?
Harry, Harry, Dunn, Dunn.
And you said
Michael, Machabl, Fanone, Fanone.
What's your source for Republicans to say you're running on January 6th because you can't run on Biden's record?
I'd say that's absolutely absurd because we are running on a historic record of accomplished everything from 15 million new jobs created under this administration, 800,000 manufacturing jobs, the work that the president has done to lower costs for Americans, capping the cost of insulin at $35, making the single largest investment to combat climate change in our nation's history, the first bipartisan gun safety legislation in a generation. The list goes on and on and on of the historic record of accomplishment and the vision for the future. The fact remains that the looming threat of MAGA extremism has only grown stronger since January 6th. And so, yeah, we're going to campaign on the president's record, on his vision, and we're going to run against the extremism embodied by Donald Trump as he sits in that building or anywhere else across the country.
Michael, do you really believe that
24% unemployment, 30% inflation.
Well, they're certainly going to pay attention to the stakes of this election as we continue to communicate it day in and day out. That's what we're doing here today. That's what we're going to do every single day through the debate in Atlanta. That's what we'll do ahead of the debate in September 10th. And that's what we'll do from now until Election Day, making sure that voters in states across the country understand the clear choice that they have between a fighter in Joe Biden, who wakes up every single day fighting for them, for their families, and their communities, and Donald Trump, who's fighting for himself, whether he's here in New York, down in Mar-a-Lago, on Truth Social. When he does venture out into the campaign stump, he's fighting for one person, that's Donald Trump. So we're going to make sure that the American people understand that choice.
We expect President Biden at some point to address the trial. About the Biden campaign. I just want to know why you decided to do this conference here outside the courtroom. Why having a political conference outside of a criminal trial?
Again, you all are already here. It's easy to talk about the choice in this election when the entire news media is camped out here day in and day out. So we're talking about the choice that voters are going to have in this election and the threat embodied by the man who is in that building right now. But it is a threat no matter where he is, a threat to our fundamental freedoms, a threat to our democracy, a threat to our very way of life. And so this campaign is going to communicate that here in New York. We're going to communicate across all the battleground states day in and day out until voters are able to cast their ballots.
Would you consider Trump a threat to all these wars Biden has gotten us into?
Any media questions?
Is this a weaponization of the Justice
Well, I believe already.
Any media questions?
You want to answer the real questions, only the fake news?
Stay tuned.
Well, if PBS shows the end of the clip, Bob ends up dropping the F-bombs all over the crowd at the end.
So let me real quick. Actually, how much is left in this? We're almost done with this, aren't we? I'll hold my thought for it.
They may have
Is there
edited
anything
that part out.
they didn't?
They may have. I said at the very end, some of the side guy, whatever people, the people on the street, they started trying to derade, started talking bad about him. He started just F you, F you, F that, F, started.
Let's see.
Aggressive young voters, given what was going on in Gaza, he set a red line for Rafah. Israelis went in and had another massacre.
Yeah, I'd say one thing. I'd say that the president and his campaign are making clear that the president approaches complex conflicts like this not as a politician, but as the commander in chief, making sure that his North Star is American security, global security, making sure that yes, Israel has a right to defend itself, but that we are not that any civilian casualty is one too many. He's been very clear about that, and he makes decisions like this with national security in mind. I do think that stands in stark contrast of the person who sits in that building who makes every single decision based upon what's in the best interest of one individual, and that's himself. And so we're going to communicate that choice day in and day out until the election. We're also going to communicate the entirety of what voters are going to be taking to the ballot box. You mentioned young voters, making sure they understand that, again, they have a president who's been fighting to address the existential threat that is climate change, making the single largest investment in climate change in our nation's history, making sure that they understand that they have a president, Joe Biden, who's been fighting relentlessly to make sure that we can live in communities free from gun violence, passing the first bipartisan gun safety legislation in a generation. We're going to make sure that they bring all of this information to the ballot box and they understand the clear choice between Joe Biden, who thinks about them, their safety, their interests, day in and day out, versus Donald Trump, who's thinking about himself, no matter what the issue is. All right, y'all. Thank you so much.
So,
yeah, see, they edited it.
Yeah, they did. I think it's interesting. I don't know. All right. And also, okay, what I was going to ask is, does anybody think that voting this election for Trump?
What'd you call me, Rod?
I'm sorry to say this, but I'll still be voting for him regardless of his verdict from today.
Yeah, and I don't care about a felon either. But what I obviously I wouldn't. What I was going to ask is, does anybody think that it could be dangerous to vote for Biden this next election?
Oh,
could that
yeah.
come back and bite people?
If people can't imagine how worse it will be than it is right now, then I don't know what else to tell you. If anyone is going to vote for Biden, vote him at your own risk, but don't say we didn't warn you at the end of the day. Like that, I don't like this.
I don't think that you were following my.
No, they won't say that you didn't warn them. They will say that they're still right and you just haven't tried communism the right way.
Because I am all for working hard for my money. I don't want no free shit. Sorry, my language, flow state, and everyone. But
well, you're fine.
I just am not the type that wants to rely on the government. Even though I am applying for SSI because right now my money is a bit tight right now, and I've been having a hard time finding another job these last 6 months almost. But at the end of it, it's harder to find a job now than it was during President Trump.
Right, and I guess what I'd say to that is that there's not actually like the whole political system is fake. Is my short response to that, but to the kind of even though I don't think either president is really has anything to do with the economics, the effects right now that we're feeling of inflation, and it's going to continue to grow, large part of that is due to the lockdowns. There's an economic delay from actions, and even though even though right now the economy is worse than under Trump, like that's part of that is delay.
Well,
because
if that is the case, then I guess there's nothing I can say, but who approved of the lockdowns? I don't think Trump ordered any lockdown.
Trump's a germaphobe. Trump is almost Howard Hughes level germophile.
And under Trump, there's another thing that happened under Trump is the stimulus. He did do the stimulus, and he did also that stimulus, when you have that big of an inflow of cash into the economy, all asset prices raise. So anybody who owned all of a sudden people had cash in their hands. They could pay down their debt. They felt like they were making money because their Bitcoin skyrocketed. But really all that was happening is you're stealing wealth out of existing cash holders' pockets and inflating the dollar.
You
and so now that
the amount of purchase power a single current dollar has in exchange for a future purchasing power at an inflated rate.
Right. So right now, what we're feeling is the effects. The sugar buzz from that injection of cash is wearing off, and things are stabilizing. And I definitely don't think it's done.
Not to mention quantitative easing.
Oh yeah, Radio Foreman, I'll unblock you. Yeah, fuck yeah, I blocked you on stream. Your ass was annoying as shit. You would not stop coming back. There's, I'll unblock you in just a second, but there's one last thing, Joel. I want to see this mass thing. So let me pull up the link that you left backstage here. Someone's got background noise.
Beach. You can see Robert De Niro there.
Fair use and shit. Did we miss it? Did he show it?
Let's do a bit of fair
I
use.
have the timestamp for you.
Did you?
This is how the actual fair use is actually supposed to work.
You mean I can't just say fair use and stuff?
No, you really can't. There's more to it than that, and a lot of people just want to pretend that screaming fair use makes it okay to just replay content. But I'm actually a subscriber to this gentleman. He has been doing different kinds of content over the past couple of years. This particular branch of content, his political stuff, what he kind of got famous doing by pretending to go full on pride while still satiring them into the absolute oblivion.
Mm-hmm. I know. He's legit.
It's phenomenal. It's really, really good. And if you get a chance, go check him out because I like it. I like it a lot. He has a twist of humor, and I love it.
He's one of my favorites too.
There. Now it's fair use.
Now it's fair use? All right. Em, did you just hiccup? I don't see the timestamp.
I did hiccup. But I'm looking for my other freaking charger for my headphones. My Bluetooth, they died.
What is it, Joel?
T130.
My Bluetooth headphones died, and whenever they're off and I have my volume up on my phone,
that's okay.
Everybody can hear everything. And quite frankly,
that's cool. What is the time again? T130. What's the T?
130. Yeah.
130. This is 130. This is 120.
The time.
If you look at the link, just click on the link again.
I'm confused. I guess I got confused. Right, I bet it's in my pocket.
Put the timestamp in the URL.
Okay. Okay, it brought it back. All right, hold on. Let me share the screen again.
Yeah, boy. That's what you get for doing me like that, motherfucker. So you get that gas button.
Em, are you talking to the shadow people again?
I was talking to myself.
If you could not do that during the stream, that'd be amazing.
I'm sorry to ask, Flow State, but isn't it a bit annoying when people talk to themselves?
Honestly, sometimes I think that I've hit the mute button and don't double check to make sure that it's muted, and then I'll start talking, and then Flo will say something. I'm like, shit.
We've already muted you because you were already talking to the shadow people, and so we muted you, and you reach over, mute yourself, which unmutes you, and you start talking to yourself, and it's really weird.
I don't see y'all muting me.
But what drives me crazy is when people go, yep, yeah. Because here's
All
the
right.
thing.
Hold on.
Street
We're almost done with the political shit. Let's just watch this. I want to see the mask, and then you guys can make all the noise you want.
Out of the car right now. Here, this is a man of science. He knows, okay, dude, I'm in a place where I got to protect myself from the hood, if you know what I mean. But fast forward about 10 seconds, walking towards the mics, and boom, he knows he's in the medical clear. This is a man of science, still around the same people he wanted to protect himself from. And then, of course,
I thought you meant like a disguise mask, like a rubber CIA mask.
No, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, the mask thing is moronic as well. Okay, Joel, that is it for I think all the political stuff I have. Although I did leave a poll up that I forgot about.
Yeah, I saw it.
Uh-oh.
All right. Do you have any other questions? I'm trying my best to keep up on crap.
I don't have any questions, but like I said, I have not been paying attention to it because I think the whole thing is fake. Do you have anything? Is there anything you seem like you've been paying a lot of attention? Do you have anything that you think is? I don't know what questions I should ask. Do you think that there's anything that you should say?
Basically, I largely agree with you that it's all political theater. It's a global stage, though, is the only difference, and that it largely does not matter. The presidency of the United States, in particular, was specifically designed to avoid letting them become the king that I think a lot of people wish that the president was. You
Right.
remind me an awful lot, you yourself, about what George Washington said in his farewell address. Are you familiar about his frightful despotism phrase?
No.
Let me read it to you. I got it up. Washington said the alternative, or excuse me, let's start even further. I have already intimidated to you. This is Old English. The danger of parties in the state, with particular reference to the founding of them on geographical discriminations. We now take a more comprehensive view and warn you in the most solemn manner against the baneful effects of the spirit of party generally. This spirit, unfortunately, is inseparable from our nature, having its root in the strongest passions of the human mind. It exists under different shapes in all governments, more or less stifled, controlled, or repressed, but in those of the popular form, it is seen in its greatest rankness and is truly the worst enemy. The alternate domination of one faction over another, sharpened by the spirit of revenge, natural to party dissension, which in different ages and countries has perpetuated the most horrid enormities, is itself a frightful despotism. But this leads at length to a more formal and permanent despotism. The disorders and miseries which result gradually incline the minds of men to seek security and repose in the absolute power of an individual, and sooner or later the chief of some prevailing faction, more able or more fortunate than his competitors, turns this disposition to the purposes of its own elevation on the ruins of public liberty. End quote.
It's amazing how that's a good quote. It fascinates me. The older I'm 37. The number of I mean, just the amount of information and knowledge that's out there that we don't get. You know what I mean?
think that's what these people, these political actors, I think, as you would agree with me, rely on. They rely on trying to present that false narrative, the hope, the benefit is that there's a lot of people out there like you, like a lot of people I listen to here on your channel that don't buy into it. That I think that silent majority, there's a lot of people, including in the military. We all have these, worries, and people warn us, Trump and Biden and wherever is going to destroy you on the Vanderbilt, whatever. But no, there's people in the right places that won't violate their oaths. I'm very confident. That's my counter, I guess, my counter.
And I hope that you're right. I'm not that optimistic. I think that you don't really get into any significant position of power until you compromise yourself in some way. That goes for politicians, but I also believe the military. I have a friend whose dad was a lieutenant in the Army, and he's always he's retired now. He's always very ambiguous, but he leaves you with the impression that he did some dark shit. That he definitely regrets. So I don't know what that is. I don't even have a guess because he's, like I said, very very ambiguous always, but yeah, he's basically stated that he is done with life. And if it weren't for traumatizing his grandchildren, he would have offed himself already.
You know, I
So,
think almost every veteran goes through that. I really do.
that's true.
I
I
talk to a
don't.
lot of guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. He's too old to have fought in any, like Iraq or Afghanistan or anything. I guess I've treated a lot of the veteran suicide as a phenomenon of those conflicts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Well, that's my counter, because I understand, I get that a lot. I go through it myself, and then every once in a while, I'm talk to the right person or find the right group that reminds me that there are still people that remember what Articles 191, 192 of the UCMJ states. And so, no matter what all this theater says or does, like Shakespeare talked about the world's a stage, there's still those that have to push the buttons or pull the triggers. Those guys still know better, I think.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess to the extent that yeah, we haven't had any nuclear wars or anything like that yet. That is true. And
I have one last question for panel or chat for that matter. I'm watching all of it. We've discussed the whole
unreal.
It is. It's like every time we've discussed the whole Trump case, but not really, not in detail. It's just 34 of the same charges, which should be one charge with 34 counts, but it's being brought up as a RICO issue as if it was an entire squad of people. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Appeals. What do we like on the appeal structure? Are we going to be doing a mass appeal? Is there going to be appeals to 34 different charges? Are they going to try to appeal it as one charge? Like, how is this supposed to work? I know that they have in New York, the Supreme Court is not the highest law of the land. The Supreme Appellate Court is of some description. I can't remember what they call it, which strikes me as really weird because the appellate courts are district related, whereas the Supreme Court is also district related. So I don't really know how that works.
I'm trying to follow it myself, as a non-lawyer. I've got friends that are lawyers. In fact, one of my better friends, he's a law professor. And so my current best understanding is that it will be, it's an individual charge count, which is irrelevant. The only relevance is whether or not the statute, it's a state law. That's why Trump cannot appeal in federal courts. But the state law itself may be unconstitutional because, again, it's acting on the presumption of intentions, which violates due process. They presume that Trump misused or mislabeled these business records as a political campaign expense to his lawyer to pay off a porn star who admitted in public court herself that there was no attempts to hush her up. So it's all fraud on top of fraud. You can't be prosecuted for a thought crime, for a hypothetical is what this is. It's a literal hypothetical conviction. So it's probably going to the best hope is that he's going to be acquitted, according to the guys that I follow at least. And more likely the state law is going to be, again, overturned, overruled, whatever.
I'm sure you can be prosecuted. Conspiracy.
You have to prove intent. You have to prove that there was a crime.
You don't really, though. Like my conviction is for I have a distribution conviction, and it's based off presumptive. And I guess legally the presumption is it's already baked into the name, isn't it? Or the intent is baked into the definition of the charge. So never mind.
My understanding for drug distribution charges is it's amount, how much you had. If you have a small amount, you're right. They presume you weren't trying to distribute. If you have a large amount, they presume you were, right?
Is this going to segue into a discussion about Rakita? I found some dirt on
it. Sure can. And if it does, Monograph, if you're watching, you should join.
Yeah, doesn't he have some anyway? You remember? I don't know if you were watching when I covered it on AJOT's Lost with AJOT. or wherever.
Oh, I mean, I stopped by for a little bit, but I didn't see most of it.
No, it was the blast radius Sunday. I went through all the details I'd come up with over the past week. Since then, and I refused to discuss the children at that point, but since then, some information about the children have come out, and it is an alleged issue with their caloric intake. And as I understand, and hypothetically, I don't have any evidence for this. This is something someone told me. Not really. It wasn't like a off the record kind of thing, but I'm not going to be throwing their name out there. But they've been working this for longer than I have. And they were talking about how both families have children, and apparently both of the families of children all have some kind of surface, not negligence level, but questionable things, like little red flags that the people involved in the investigation have kind of cottoned to. But it's not like anything aggressively negative with children. It's just like maybe a bunch of cokeheads wasn't cooking enough, that kind of stuff.
What do you mean? I'm not following the implication.
I'm sure you've done. Okay, we're gonna stop discussing children at this point. We're gonna talk about perfectly adult drug addicts, right?
Right.
So, what is one of the issues that a meth head has in a household?
Sleeping and eating.
Yeah, that whole not eating part. Well,
right.
That has a similar type of issue. You don't really eat because you can't taste and you can't feel it in your mouth, and you feel like you're chewing up your tongue and stuff. So people just don't eat on that stuff, which means they don't cook, which means if there are any, say, I don't know, pets around or something, the pets might not be fed quite as often as maybe they should be. And maybe their water isn't changed often enough, not enough to say that they're being intentionally negligent or any kind of crime taking place, but that there's a few little red flags that something else is going on in the household.
Right.
Allegedly.
Like food might not be a big priority around there.
Right. We might end up eating a whole bunch of bananas.
And where's this information coming from? Is this coming from like a legit?
All right. So there's like I've told you, I work with a lot of different YouTube channels making different type of stuff. And I used to do editing for this guy, and we still like chat in emails and stuff. And he has been really on top of this particular story back when when Mercator's content changed from being LawTube to being like chill streams.
Mm-hmm.
He started plotting this whole downward spiral. He was predicting this almost a year ago when it first started. And I don't know, he doesn't he won't come on a Sasquatch shill, so I won't shout him out, and so I don't mention his name because of this one.
Do we trust his information, or is it speculation?
I would call it informed speculation, because he's in the area that Rakita's from, but he's not like buddy with him or nothing like that. They're not from the same hometown, but they're in the same general area, same state. And that's kind of how he fell down that rabbit hole. Was he did oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Informed speculation.
So when I sorry, I'm eating. When I got out of jail after being raided the first time, I heard that they found $1 million at my house. I heard that I had a 64 gun safe in the bedroom. I heard that was packed entirely full of cash. Yeah, and this is from people in town. So I guess my point is, rumors spread like wildfire and get crazy out of control. I'm inclined to not believe it, but I don't know the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, hearsay is supposed to be
I do trust your ability to assess things, though, right? If I had heard, not
thing I say about that, Homie is a bit of a fruit. He's not the most stable individual on earth. And so he does go a bit wild on some things. Like he was absolutely convinced that that the whole January 6th thing was going to be the revolutionary time period. Like to hear him tell it, he was already geared up with the tank. And then it turned into a big freaking nothing burger because they all took pictures and made selfies with stuff. And that was the big revolution that he was waiting for. So he's gonna have something to say about me saying that too.
What makes you think that, old Joe? I do distrust authority, and I don't know what the situation is with Rakita, but I would imagine he doesn't have custody right now. I know that my daughter was considered a witness at first. So there being, I bet he's got no contact orders with the kids just based off that. If they were there during the raid, they're probably considered witnesses as well. Do you know if that's accurate?
I have no idea. When it comes down to electronic witnessing, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where the shoe's going to fall on that stuff, because some of it is treated much like hearsay, whereas if you get actual footage of stuff, then
Rakita got raided, didn't he?
Yes.
Or the cops came in. If
was
the
like
kids were there during that incident, they're probably witnesses.
They were, because part of what homie's telling me is that the kids might have been involved in the phone call that caused the swatting type incident, because it wasn't just a normal swatting. They didn't just stumble into this. They were called by someone either at the residence or at the other guy's house. I can't remember. Or he didn't say, or he doesn't know, or something. But somebody inside the clique apparently had a forced intervention or something. I don't know what's going on, but this is all alleged. Grain of salt.
I think it was the husband of the other chick who was staying with him. That was my first instinct, because I mean, your wife is staying over with their Katas. And actually, that was the last witness on the search warrant for my house. Was the affidavit was a bitter husband. Not that I'd touch his wife because she was fucking nasty, but he went in and I've never even met the guy in person. He just started dropping every name he could think of because his wife was a sackho. Scott Chesney, you're a bitch.
That's not the first time I've heard that. Mm-hmm. It's turned into something of a mantra, hasn't it?
Yeah, every time I reference him or that,
yeah,
I try to remember to shout him out.
Hold on. Night Owl brings up another point. See, this spiral has been taking place for a minute. This isn't a new kind of thing. Homie has at least pulled a tubing on a live stream. Allegedly, possibly caught some gobby from homie's wife, also on a live stream. And
why do you think I'm cammed down right now?
Yeah, exactly. There was another thing that happened that I can't remember what it was.
Will you stay in frame? I'm just I appreciate the compliance.
I'm still here, by the way, Flo. Love you, bro.
Love you too, Angel. But anyways, I did not mean to. Well, I did mean it. Go ahead, Sasquatch. You were in the middle of something.
Well, no, I mean, all I'm getting at is this spiral's been taking place for a minute, but it reached a critical mass all in the course of about 72 hours. Between Rakita had a lawsuit, and he was ruled against in the lawsuit, and he appealed it. And this stream where all of this went horribly, horribly wrong was the response stream to his appeal being rejected. So he got especially liquored up and got especially,
Yeah,
And
you can't be doing shit publicly like that, especially not when you're a figure that has a lot of enemies. I
yeah,
guarantee. I found this out when I was in jail that there's a lot of people you've offended over the years that you don't even remember, but they remember you, and that's me. I bet Rakita, man, I bet he's got people that coming out the woodwork.
I want you to think about the type of man who can climb to the top of an echelon of the YouTube genre, who basically established the concept of a law reaction or legal reaction stream, doing it live and doing it as choppable content, like kind of like I do with some of my shows. He didn't invent it, but he kind of perfected the format and the methodology, right? So and then maintained that level of content over many moons, only to turn around and go, screw it all because I want to be a cool guy or something. I don't really understand it.
See, I mean, how long did he do it for?
Like 6 years.
He was bored with
4
it.
years. All right,
He was
so
bored with it.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. The first 4 years was spent building the genre, essentially. The next 2 years was essentially spent making buku money every time he threw any bit of trash at YouTube. It would just blow up because he was Rakita Law. And he handled was it the Ralph retorts, legal issues?
Oh, Ralph reports?
Yeah,
Sure.
what is that? You know who
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it now.
Ethan Ralph, I think is his name. And Cog does all of his content largely based off of it and current events.
Guys, I'm gonna probably head out.
All right, bud.
Hey, I appreciate you joining. You've been a great help and a great source of information on the topic.
Yeah, I'll still listen. You guys are talking about things I have no clue about, so I'll just stand by and listen. I wanted to offer something, I guess, an equivalence of what you guys seem like you're talking about versus what's going on with Trump. Is that Trump's convictions is basically like, I guess, if you hired somebody to do your plumbing and somebody speculated that your plumber used some of that money to buy drugs, but there was no drugs. The person that he supposedly sold the drugs to said that they never sold drugs. That's what the Trump's conviction's about. Your plumber said that he sold drugs to somebody, but there's no evidence of it.
Oh yeah, I get it, and it's bullshit. Hey, do you have a channel?
I do.
If you want to drop the link backstage, I will drop it in the chat right now, and then after. I'm behind in it, but I try to include the link to panel guest channels in the description box at some point after the stream. So if you want to drop that, give me that.
I haven't added content over a year, but yeah. I don't know.
Well,
right.
you should do it. You know your shit.
Yeah. More of a science and tech guy than anything, but you were talking about Trump stuff, so I wanted to get in on it.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys have a good day.
You too. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Joel. Let me drop his link here.
Yeet,
yeet. But the Rakita thing is actually kind of pretty damn interesting to me because there's a ton of parallels between his shit and my shit. I feel like just from his glance.
I see it as a cautionary tale on how success can cause you to become a villain. We know and we don't know. Like people who have been watching his streams daily are aware that there have been differing levels of marital problems just based off of like things that he said in passing. Now, what those problems are specifically, I don't really want to get into because none of that trash should have been online in the first place. But whatever, but that information's out there. And so all of this culminates into him having the mother of all bad days. My question,
right?
My question to Chad is, should this man's life go up the freaking river for 15, 20 years because he had a really, really, really shitty day?
It shouldn't, but it will. And one thing that I noticed in the coverage that just drives me up the fucking wall is all the other legal channels that I've seen respond to this. They always do the addiction is a terrible thing. It destroys a lot of lives. Motherfucker, the cops did this. Yes, addiction indirectly, but let's not act like this wasn't a whole bunch of armed men that chose to come into his house and drag him through the shit.
That is true, and I've been trying to. I'm basically on Rekida's side in this, right? And the reason is because whether it's addiction or the results of or the results of just bad decisions, you end up in a really crappy position in your life. The only thing you can do is pull yourself up. You have to get over it, you know. And this man has put himself in such a negative position that there will be virtually no one supporting this dude.
I support like, yeah, I'm in his corner.
I don't like the DEA. I'm not a big fan of the war on drugs, and while that is a large portion of what's going on here, it is not the only problem that has been occurring, right? Hey, oop.
Yeah.
Chats.
Oops.
Trump, dude.
Well, God damn it. Bloop. See ya.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for getting blocked again. There's somebody out there who is just butt hurt as fuck at the Raging Tomato.
Yeah.
Hey, I asked something real quick. Sasquatch, I missed who you guys were talking about that they went to the house.
Nick Rekieta,
the lawyer law tube guru guy.
But as long as he didn't hurt nobody, no one should be in jail. If you ain't harmed somebody, that's a bunch of bullshit.
I agree. I agree.
None of this
should be done above board like this. None of this should have been a YouTube issue. But it is because he is a major YouTuber. For that reason, it's news. Even if he doesn't want to be news, it's still news, you know. Yeah. But the circumstances he's in are largely created are resultant to current drug policies.
Big Pharma's policy. You mean Big Pharma's policies?
I'm talking about the federal freaking
Big Pharma's policies.
You can call it what you want, big brother. I'm just
that's who makes the laws.
Well, the guys who kicked in the door weren't Big Pharma. The guys who kicked in the door probably worked for SWAT.
The guys who kicked in the door are Big Pharma's policy holders, producers. Just like the cartel in Mexico. They got their guns, and Big Pharma uses ours as guns.
I'm not up for this headache. I'm sorry, Flo. Are you up for that? All right.
It's true.
Nobody disagrees with everybody gets the point you're making.
We are agreeing.
Yeah, we're agreeing with it.
All right, I apologize.
No, you're fine. Are you winning?
Expected it. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared. My brain wasn't ready for that.
Hey, anyway, I'm at the casino. Don't trust me or something like that. She got me in the chat, so now she's forced me down here.
What do you mean?
She says I was spending too much money on you. I'm instigating.
Instigating.
Yeah. She
well,
said,
I instigated by promoting it, and
it's just a joke with her.
Yeah. Well, it's anyways, I'm not going to say that. But for those who don't know what he's talking about, if you pay attention to the ticker at the bottom, I have loaded up 2 shorts that are unlisted. Both of them take shots at easy, and if I make $60 this stream, I'll drop 100. I'll drop 2, and if I don't make those, then they'll just hang out in my arsenal of weaponized shorts that I normally have ready to go at all times.
All right, Sasquatch, one last question. So the guy you're talking about, I don't know who he is at all. So he's American. He's on YouTube on American soil and stuff.
Yeah, he's an American lawyer who has a big YouTube channel. Actually, he's on Rumble, I think, now exclusive. He left YouTube, but it's a big channel. And Monograph, you know Monograph, right?
Yes.
He had a lawsuit against him for slander. That I think that he was winning. Anyways, Monograph, if you're watching,
he won it. He won it, and then Ricada appealed it, and
the appeal is still hasn't is still in court.
Monograph, as I understand it, Monograph won the appeal. So,
oh, did he?
He made it stick. Whatever it was, he was stuck.
Nice.
And then this.
So you said they swatted him, and they arrested him for whatever.
He had a bunch of coke.
Oh, okay.
What was it like?
26 grams. 26 point change.
So he basically, and I don't remember who I was talking to, but it seems like he buys ounces, because for those who don't know, drug prices scale dramatically at discount.
Wow. And so what happened is that reminds me of a story that happened in 2017. There's this YouTuber group followed Truther Community, something like that. He got mad at one of his friends, and he knew his friend was traveling through Texas. So he found the time. So he calls the Texas police saying he has marijuana in his car, and they arrested his ass. I mean, I'm saying it can be vicious out here, Squash. You know that.
That sort of shit is so shitty, but it's not uncommon. That's like my YouTube presence was greatly limited while I was on paper. If I weren't off of probation, I doubt I would be doing this at all. Like, that was intentionally so.
Have you ever run into someone like that, Sasquatch, that's YouTube, that told on somebody traveling, something like that?
Not really.
Yeah, that's pretty low, isn't it?
I used to target channels that would fake panhandling or fake. There was this one dude. And I'm not going to mention any names, but there was this one guy. He would do these family barbecues or family cook-off things, and then film it as if it was like feeding the homeless. And that was his content. Was like every other weekend they'd have a big old family cookout, and he would walk around talking about how these poor homeless people get one good meal every 2 weeks, and we're the ones that bring it to them. And to support, you need to hit my Cash App and all that. And I burned his channel inside out.
Do you remember that 60 Minutes thing years ago? It had to be around 2000, where that beggar was in front of Wall Street, the black man, and they found out he's driving Rolls Royces. I'm not Rolls, Mercedes and everything. He's like rich as hell, but he goes there and stands there, and he was just getting tons of money at Wall Street, standing there. That's not like your YouTube thing, but you made me think of that.
I used to buy cigarettes off a dude who.
Stop beating yourself up, please.
It was so bad. Hold on.
Mute
it was so bad here in North Carolina in Asheville with them doing that. You can't panhandle within like I think it's like 300 feet of any banking or financial facility.
Oh, so they were doing it. I imagine. I didn't think about it. They're probably doing that everywhere.
Whatever you're doing with your microphone has got to stop.
I promise y'all.
Hey, do you guys know? I asked Flo yesterday, and he said thinks it was just a gaffe. Did Paul get arrested or not?
I have not seen it nor paid much attention to it, just because I kind of lost interest in Paul. But what I've gathered is that there's a video of him getting approached by police that he has watched on his stream that has a filter running over it and does not include him.
Right. He's not. He's just his voice.
Yeah. I don't trust it at all. Now, I didn't trust his first fucking video. But I'm not, I felt like it would make me look like too much of a hater to address that one at all. But his first video was all chopped up and you never see the cop and he never says what he handed him. I think that he's feeling competitive with Chili de Castro and also jealous of the amount of donations he's getting. I suspect, I don't know this for sure, I haven't really paid attention, but I suspect that it is I think it's
fake until proven true, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, there are people that I'll give the benefit of the doubt to. Paul's not one of them.
No, I'm saying his story is fake until proven true to him.
Yeah, basically.
Because of his credit.
If what he's saying is true, it should be really easy to find mugshots.
And
I haven't
one
looked.
last thing before I go put my money into a Keno machine. What was this Raging Tomato? Who's really mad at her?
There's somebody who keeps making fake accounts and like basically saying Sarah is blah 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 blah, and then comes and tries to spam up the chat with bullshit on Sarah. I don't know. She's in the manosphere, which is a dangerous place for a woman to be because obviously it's full of angry incels, and that would be my guess as to what she's dealing with.
Yeah, she's not too long into this, right? 3 or 4 months or something like that.
I believe a bit longer than that, but not too far. She's relatively new.
Wow! And congratulations going over 3,000 subs.
Oh, thank you.
Just can't wait to get 5,000.
I'll get there. I'm steady plugging along. Every single sub I've got, I've had to get the hard way.
Yeah, you go like I got you from Z. When you visit channels, that's word of mouth. That's the best way. I mean,
Yeah.
It just is. And I know several people follow you from other channels to come here.
Yeah, I mean, and if anybody found me a different way, then let me know in the chat. Let's see. Sorry, yeah. I have not hit any algorithmic, video that brings in a bunch of stuff. Really, this last week has been probably the biggest growth I've had without trying to go out and fill for other panels in a minute.
Bro, like I meant to bring that up when we first went live, and I forgot. You hit 3,000 subs day before yesterday, and got another 100 yesterday. That is an algorithmic something.
I think you
It's
got
algorithmic something. Well, also I had a few streams ago. I had on oh my god, Andrew Wilson and his wife. So the Wilson stopped by. That's something. Definitely not nothing. And then Diesel TV is. I'm going to kick you out.
That's not me.
That was Harmon. That one was Harmon.
Okay. I apologize, M. You did not. You didn't really deserve that.
Thank you.
That
was
Diesel,
really awesome. That's like the nicest thing any dude has said to me all fucking week.
Yeah, that was the tail end of the Harley weekend they just got through having down here. You got like 5,000 bikes come down here on the weekend.
Diesel TV has 10,000 subs, so that's a bigger channel as well. Yeah.
I know she spiked a little bit. I said that was good. I don't know where you got it from, but like you say, probably that couple.
Well, the shorts are a big deal too. YouTube's really pushing original shorts. They want you to do something that is not just hopping off of somebody else's content. So
okay.
Yeah, I love that panel hopping one from the other day, Flo.
That's the one. I think that's the one. Wait, no, panel hopping is when you and Lindsay blew up. That was fantastic.
I didn't realize I was drunk enough to tell pig stories.
Did y'all take that out? Did you take it out?
Out of what? Out of the stream? Fuck no. Are you kidding? I mean, I made a short out of it, and I also made another regular length video out of it.
I can't find it.
All right, let me help you out. It's a long stream. It's like 3.5 hours in or something.
Oh, I was scrolling earlier. Sorry.
Well, you're on the Lindsay thing. I think you handled Lindsay very well yesterday just by staying pretty neutral and just saying for your guys. Yeah, 100%.
Asking people that know me in my personal life, they would never have believed you if you told them I handled it like that.
Well, you did handle it well because, first of all, you didn't even know she was talking to you at first. She just went out of the blue.
I was looking down at first at my phone, and I looked up, and I'm getting dead fingers, and she's eyeballing me straight in the face. So, like, who the fuck should she be talking to? And I was like, bitch, she got the wrong one.
I didn't know who she was talking to either at first.
I didn't either.
I knew.
But, that's how you handled it well. You didn't know they were talking to you, Barbie.
Now that she knows she's gonna freaking fruit up on it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
I told her, I said, if you want my address, my legit address, I'll give it to you. You can show up. We'll go outside. I bet you don't talk that shit to me ever again.
You're gonna read
that'd be a long trip from California.
I don't give a fuck. If she lives in California, she's got money.
I thought she lived in Florida.
That would make more sense with her dumbass attitude.
Because isn't that the one who said the alligators won't bother you?
No, that was Don't Judge Me.
Oh, was that Don't Judge Me?
Yeah.
So I got confused. Because I was thinking, because Don't Judge Me. Oh, the alligators aren't that bad. Yeah, she just swam away as your kid.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
And when I was at Simon's the other night, this chick showed up
These clips
that was married.
are hilarious.
And she's Lindsay and somebody else had sent her over there because she had seen that incident. So then she came over to Simon's.
Wait,
to
start
see
that over
what
again.
I was
I
actually like.
hold on, start over
Yeah.
again. I got distracted.
So the other night I was at Simon, and there's a chick named Zyrax, I think is how she says it. She said she's been here before, but she knows Lindsay. She's familiar with Lindsay and
I know,
like one other
Cyrus.
chick.
Right.
Yeah. And she showed up over at Simon's and lost her fucking mind, surely over the fact that I was talking to Simon. Then cammed up, and I tried to talk to her, and when Simon booted her, she started cussing me in the back chat, like crazy shit. I'm like, you don't even know me. And I don't, I'm, what do you, ugh.
You know what I think? I was looking at her, and her hair wasn't as clean as it normally was. And normal, I think she's stressing out in a relationship at home. I think she's under stress at home from a relationship
I never even thought about that. It makes sense.
because her hair. Normally, her hair is all nice and clean and fluffy. It was stringly and not as. It wasn't well kept like she usually does. So I'm saying, there's something going on at home.
My hair is green and purple right now.
And your hair today looks good. You
Look.
looked really good. Your hair did.
Crazy hair is a red flag. Like dramatic hair changes. Like that was my theory, and it's hold perfectly true for like me dealing with my ex-wife. If she does something dramatic to her hair, shit's about to explode.
In all of history, prehistory, and all of the natural world, bright plumage is a warning.
That's cool, Sasquatch.
What are the three S's?
You don't know the three S's? Shoot, shovel, and shut up.
Shoot, shovel.
It was in response to something in the chat.
Oh my
Talking
god.
about backhoes and firearms. I'm like, yeah, the three S's.
So true. And Snowfire was up here with her blue dabba dee dabba die. Her blue room. Snow, was that a warning? Were you sending out plumage warning signs?
Plumage. You said plumage.
I'm telling you, man, it even works for amphibians and fungi. Like that's a very common feature. Is that
I don't know
bright
if you
plumage-
pronounced that right.
You're talking about the animals that change colors when there's going to be an attack or something?
No,
Is that
I'm
from-
talking about the ones that already have bright colors, like poison dart frogs and freaking zebra.
Oh, yeah.
Lionfish.
That thing from Jurassic Park with the neck frills.
Oh, that was an imagination. That's one of the best imaginated dinosaurs I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's based off what are those Australian lizards that have the
Yeah.
Well, it's based off of two different things: the basilisk lizard and the Compysaurus.
But was it another dinosaur was off of, or another real animal?
Based it off of a dinosaur, but they added the basilisk features like the frill and whatnot are not from the fossil record. So technically, that dinosaur exists only as a mere shadow of itself.
You know too much shit about too much shit. You
He
know
does. He has a lot of trivia. He'll go on Jeopardy and he'll get on there and he'll go blank. Huh?
No, I am not permitted to compete in several bars around here when they do trivia night. They just won't let me.
I'm talking about if you're on television, like Jeopardy or something. You get up there, you're all ready, and your mind just goes blank, and you go, "Oh, fuck."
No, The problem with things like that is I typically answer the question out of sync, and it disqualifies me.
Here, I got a little question off topic. Another one. I've never got no one to respond. I've always been mad at cell phones not having the capability of having 2 or 3 numbers in it instead of have to own 3 or 4 different phones. I know they could do it. What do you think, Sasquatch?
They make dual SIM card phones now for creators to be able to
The
have
new ones.
It'll have two SIM cards, 2 numbers, and they're totally separate, but the same information is shared by the phone.
Oh, they do have it now?
They do.
I know they could have 4 or 5 numbers on one phone if they wanted to, but of course it's not
Yeah.
going to help them.
No, they just like the new iPhones.
Yes.
They don't even have physical SIM cards. They use eSIMs, and so you can like swap numbers between your phones, super easy, and you can add multiple numbers to the same phone. Yeah.
Oh, can you really nowadays?
Question,
Wow.
and they basically finally like that's now the thing, but there's there's other issues with them sort of going away from physical SIMs.
The problem is it's an iPhone.
But yeah.
They have burner phone apps.
eSIM is the new deal.
Another big red flag when dealing with people, if you pull up to their house and they have aluminum foil over their windows, just leave. Never call that person again. Do not interact with them.
And get out of the trailer park.
Say that again. Say it one more time.
Trailer park.
What?
That's right. Right.
What'd you say, Sasquatch?
And get out of the trailer park.
No, but you said about what? If something comes in there and get your number?
Aluminum foil. If you
Oh.
cross anybody, they go to their house and you find out they have aluminum foil over their windows, immediately break all ties with that person.
Because
I don't have to explain myself. I'm giving you good advice. You
Get
can
'em.
figure
Get it, Papa.
It's a consistent pattern.
It's solid, dude. This is solid. Good
It's
advice.
methodology there they got going on there.
Sort of like how, like, here's another methodology. Any girl whose first name is a virtue, like Chastity, Charity, Hope,
Chastity,
her
Charity.
character
Great.
is the opposite of her name.
well, the 2 Lauras should be added to that I had for girlfriends. They could be added to that, even though they're not Chastity. They sure belong in it.
I've had good experiences with Laura's.
Have you?
Laura's, Sarah's, Katie's.
Desiree, which is merely desire mispronounced. So, like, no.
I never thought of that. I had a good friend, Desiree. All my life, never thought of that. I like playing with word names and stuff like that.
Also, any woman named Crystal or Tiffany, anyone named Susan or Karen. What's the other one?
Crystals. What about them? They're crazy.
Crystal clear is not a thing. That's not something you want to be. It's not crystal clear. All I'm saying.
Oh my gosh, that's run away, right?
Yeah, crystals are nuts.
Crystals
not
are
always in a bad way.
It's not always horrible, but it's always negative. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you might not end up in prison, but
that's exactly right. It's not always horrible, but it's always negative.
Oh boy. So did anyone do anything good on Memorial Weekend? Anything outstanding? Any good things happen?
Dude, if I told you about my life, this would be an X-rated stream. I'm going
On this last Memorial Weekend, it was bad? Or X-rated?
My daughter turned 14.
All right.
That
Happy
happens every
birthday, daughter. Yeah, and 6 months she'll be driving.
We've been practicing driving because you can get your learner's permit at 14. So she's been, side roads and stuff. She does pretty damn good and no complaints. She drives a little close to the shoulder of the road, but that's just normal, caution of the center line is.
Yeah, it is a little scary. It's still, for me, getting older, my eyesight not as good. That center line, yeah, it's not good. So I'm back into that stage. Barbie, did you walk 4 miles today?
I walked about 11 today.
11
Jesus.
miles.
11.
You are a machine. Where was your first trip? To the store?
Yeah, you always go to the store.
Yeah. So then what was your long trip? Normally you get about 6 to 8 miles. You got 11. What was your long trip?
No, usually it's about 6 to 8. It's 11 a day because I forgot something at the store. I come home, take a break, I had to go back up there. And then the other day, I freaking ran upstairs, like 2 flights of stairs while I was carrying a basket of laundry, just because that works out the arms. LOL, you
Oh,
laugh
you're
all you
doing
want
that
to.
on
So
purpose
that's
to
on
get.
Harmon, Flo, and Papa. I'm out. You got these little side snarky comments and the fucking shit. I'm not trying to get triggered.
Who does?
So I'm gonna go start my own stream and they can go fuck
Who
themselves.
does?
Like Snow and fucking what's the other dude's name? Hold on. The Freak and Sir Greystroke. Read their stuff. It's that like cryptic talk. I know who the fuck they're talking about. Scroll all the way up, read the chat.
Well, Barbie,
not
I'm glad
gonna do
to.
that.
I was really glad to see you around again. Really am.
I'm glad to be here. I just hate it when people come over here and do shit like that to
Well, quit
try to
reading.
get
You
a
know,
rise
that's
out
one
of
thing
me
about.
when we're
Go ahead.
having good conversations. I hate that.
Women read the chat. We always tell women, do not read the chat. Do not read the chat.
But they'll
Women.
holler at me and tell me I need to read the chat. And I'm like, why? So I can cuss you the fuck out?
Yeah, I say
And
women
then
should
you
not.
try to tell me that it's my fault that you were a dumb bitch and talking shit and I called you out. No, I don't want to do that. I did that shit in middle school. Duh.
I mean, if y'all are gonna fight, at least bring it up on panel so I can get some content out of it.
Oh, you were not. No, the fuck they weren't. No, they weren't. Fucking, oh my God, I'm not doing
What?
this here. I'll tell y'all what the hell happened. They are bullshitting right now for real.
I didn't see, but people in the chat, you should come up here and address it on panel if you want to
Although
do
I love
that.
it, they won't come up there. They'll say it down there and act like it didn't happen later. I can't stand that.
Well, give them a second to give them a second. Maybe they will. Maybe now that they're getting called out, maybe somebody wants to come say whatever's saying.
Okay,
Denizen says they aren't talking about you.
I know. I'm sure they weren't because I called them out. I'd say that too, so I could stay in your good graces.
And
God
old
damn.
Joe says the same thing. If you can't trust
Joe,
old Joe, you
I've
can't
never
trust
had an
anyone.
issue with Joe. He'll tell me
No.
how he feels, but he's never been
No,
like
no,
with a
he's
little
saying
clique
that
of girls.
he's saying that
talking
they
shit.
weren't talking about you either. It sounds like they were not talking about you.
So
See
you didn't
that right
finish,
there?
Barbie.
That right there. Tell me to go take a nap. That's that bullshit. Fuck you.
Well, if they weren't talking about you and you flipped out on them,
He
then-
just said, Barbie, go ahead and take a nap. I'm
oh,
looking right
that
at it.
one's at you.
Yeah.
Miss Flo, did you see Miss Flo's? You just no, we're only gonna focus on the bad ones.
She said, hey,
no,
now
no,
that's
no.
a face I like to take. That's not bad. Is that bad?
No, that's good.
That's what
I was
I
saying.
thought.
I was saying you're only paying attention to the
chat.
Mr. Pie, to the bad comments. Mr. Pie has 3 pussies now.
Well, Barbie,
You know what, Snow? I can't even see your face, so I don't know what the fuck your ass is talking about.
Well, Barbie, if you need somebody to fight with, I'm up here.
No, they are starting it. I didn't even say nothing to her, and she comes back as all you can see is my feet in the beginning. What the fuck?
Well, forget them.
I
Focus
didn't
on
even see
me.
your feet.
Focus on me. Now, well, first question
Okay,
is
okay, hold on. Let's take a time out. Why is it that I got to be reprimanded for responding, but they can sit there and continue to run their fucking mouth?
I can't speak for other people. I'm not in their head, so I don't know. I don't know what they're. I don't know what they're.
And they
on
never
about.
came up. I love that.
Yeah,
They never
I mean,
came
if you want to scrap, like I'm here.
I
but
don't.
Let's start with your name. Why does your name say head?
Hold on
Where
a
does it
second.
say that?
Yeah. Let me see. Give me a middle finger.
Where does it say that?
Give me the
at?
finger.
Did somebody pay? Did somebody
It
pay
says
to have your name?
Albuquerque.
Yeah, Albuquerque head. Did somebody pay to change your name?
Yes, correct.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And you're pissed off at the chat. You need to find that person that did that. And go fuck with them.
See, what happened earlier? What happened earlier? There was a police guy who said during the January 6th thing that some guy called Albuquerque Head took him and slammed him out of the way, and so
yeah,
that's when someone changed her name to Albuquerque Head. We never even heard of that until today.
Damn. Right.
Right,
Well, the
and
head-
that was Resto Chesto, the great Resto. Who paid for that name change?
The head thing starts kind of sounding a little bit like solicitation here.
Yeah. No, the cop was talking about January 6th, and he's saying that a guy named Albuquerque Head attacked him.
Yeah, I can't. I know you guys are going to think that surname Head is like sounds kind of fake, but I have an ex-girlfriend named Head.
God damn it, Snow. Snowfire. How the fuck you going to leave that comment down there and wait too long?
Did Barbie leave?
Yeah, Barbie left.
I got a funny feeling that's not what snow means exactly. Think of it more metaphorically.
He didn't change the name.
Hey, Puck Elf. You look kind of sus to me. Why can I only see the top of your head? Give me a middle finger. Okay. Okay. All right. You look kind of sus to me. Why can I only see the top of your head? But I can hear I can hear myself echoing back to you. I think you've got me playing through somewhere on your end. Welcome, Frosty B Rocks, Lashandra, and Puck Elf. Yeah, you're up here, Frosty. What's going on, man?
How's it going?
Good. Lashandra's not new, but the other two are. Well, we lost Lashandra. Puck Elf.
You probably saw my comments. I was talking over in Barbie Sasquatch's side there.
I didn't. I have not been watching the chat really.
That's fair.
Okay, but
yeah, I was commenting over there on her side, and she had mentioned something about me. I'm like, what did I do? And you guys were like, these people won't join panel. I'm like, oh, the hell I won't.
Oh, so you were fighting with Barbie?
No.
Oh.
I think it was all her name. It was under her name. It's probably got it started. Well, it sounds like.
There's are you guys into Sasquatches and Yowies and Bigfoots and stuff?
Where's Caucasian? Oops, there he is.
What do you mean by into?
That's out and what people are talking about, and there's a possible campfire in Australia that's 120,000 years old.
So we do have our own Sasquatch here.
Yeah.
We get Southeast Denisovians now. It's like it can't be humans, right? Not in that migration period.
Yeah, none of us are going to disagree with you. Sasquatch is definitely not human. We wholeheartedly agree with you.
Got, like Homo floresiensis up there in like Indonesia, just off the coast, and then our local tribes say we got Junjati, which are the little cunty bastards, and that's a hobbit man.
Please put this guy in a box with Caucasian.
Are you sure they weren't Aborigines?
No, that's what I mean. I'm Ewan, but there's different names for different Sasquatches.
Like, there's 5 names for mountain lions. Let's see how good you can get. For real. 5 names. For anyone can give me all 5 names. Don't look it up. 5 names for a mountain lion.
Yes, no, give me the address and I'll be there, bitch. Smart ass.
There you go.
Put it in the back chat.
Sasquatch. Is he still here?
There you go.
Who are you talking to, Barbie?
Go ahead. 5 names.
I give up.
There's
I
3.
give up.
Barbie, who are you talking to?
It's Snowfire. She said, Barbie, meet me at the flagpole Sunday. Might be ready. Okay, give me your address, hon.
Snowfire, you should come up here.
Yeah, I love it how she's like back there running her mouth from the back chat.
I don't think that. I mean, I don't know shit about Sasquatches or Bigfoots or anything. What are you showing us there? What was that?
Oh, they're my Disney princesses and my charms. Someone was saying some shit at me, some lady, and I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, troll. Let's go.
So as a gift.
What is it?
Are you like a Sasquatch hunter or something? Do you? And by the way, new people up here, if you got a channel, leave me the link backstage, and I'll put you in the description box below in the comments, so people
Just
can
for
find
y'all dumb motherfuckers, that it's not a psychotic episode.
Damn, you're getting
I'm
off
only
base.
coming up with like 3, like cougar, mountain lion, puma,
He's not really discussing.
Yeah, cougar, puma,
what he's
mountain lion,
discussing
that's 3.
is
Okay, this is what we'll do then. From now on, whenever y'all come over to my channel and people start trashing y'all, I'm just going to sit there and let them do it. And y'all don't get to take up for yourself either.
Well, hey, y'all, you
But
need to calm the fuck down.
I think
boy.
we're trying to tell you how to be more effective. I think not that you can't fight.
She said it first. I've been nice. But now I can't take up for myself because she's continuing the argument. Read it.
Your problem with the conflict is we haven't set up the tub with the Jello in it yet, right? Like we're not ready. You gotta give us a moment, right? We need some preparation.
Wanna play with a child or wanna play game? Go to Toys R Us. I'm not the one. Thank you.
Is there any other discussions?
Yeah, the one they never get is called catamount.
They don't. They don't get the catamount because catamount simply means that you're being mounted by something that you don't need to be mounted by, but you're subjecting yourself to be mounted.
Catamount
Okay?
is a reference.
It's what catamount is. Catamount, you're simply being subjected to something that is mounting your ass and sit the fuck down, not unless you want to be mounted.
You want to mount me? That's what I'm saying, you weird ass bitch.
That's not catty mount, that's catty wampus, that is.
No, you didn't. You don't know the verbiage. You're not familiar.
No, I'm not familiar. I'm Australian.
A catamount is a mountain lion, a name for a mountain lion.
Catawampus.
Yeah. And a mountain lion would couch your ass and jump on you to therefore mount you,
Sure
and then you might not survive.
I'm sure it will. What are we doing? Are we talking about whose animals are the most dangerous? I'm Australian.
Australia wins hands down.
I'm scared.
I don't think she's talking about the most dangerous. I think she's talking about the most, horniest.
Who's horny? It is fucking 3:30 in the morning. Who is horny? Besides, she's trying to mount me. So
Horniness knows no hour.
Truth.
LaShondra, did you talk shit about Barbie?
Who said they wanted to mount me? Somebody just said that.
Well, sweetheart, it was not me. It was not me. My name is LaShandra, and I don't like bitches. I don't lick pussy. I don't do any of those things. So it's not me.
Good for you. But whoever it was, okay, I'm not going to dignify that with a response. That was very, very disgusting what you just said.
Well, I was just being truthful. I'm
Okay,
not.
cool. Then go suck a dick.
I
If you want to suck a dick, go suck a dick.
I don't lick pussy, and apparently
Good. Then go suck a dick.
I don't know you, my darling.
I don't know you either. But that coming at me with that I don't lick pussy comment is out of line.
Love, I was not talking to you. You had a problem with someone else, and somehow or another, you don't understand. You don't. Apparently, you don't even recognize the voice that you even fucking speaking to. So,
Who are you? Oh, I don't. Because you're behind the fucking little avatar. Who are you?
Motherfucker. So, do you not know who is the voice that you have even been going against? So, you're a deranged bitch.
Are you my mom?
Bitch. You're
Are you my mom?
Bitch. You're a deranged
Say that's my face,
You
bitch.
don't even know who you're talking to. You don't have no affection.
You don't know who the fuck you're talking to.
That you even spoken to. So
you don't know who you're talking to.
The person that you're having a problem with, you don't even know their voice. So therefore, how the fuck are you having a problem with me? But bitch, you don't even know me.
Bitch, you don't know me.
You're sitting amongst many people that you have been amongst very long, and these people is laughing at your dumb ass.
Shut up,
They're
women.
laughing at your fucking stupid
hell,
ass because you don't even know who the fuck you're talking to. You have no idea who the fuck you're even talking to, bitch.
No, it's time for the men to speak.
Apparently, you don't even know who you are.
You don't know who you're talking to. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker. I'm telling you your story. You were having a problem with a bitch. It's not me. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not her. Sitting here arguing with
Why you interjecting yourself into it?
David,
and these
how's
same
the weather
men,
today?
these same fucking
Make
men
me a
are
fucking
sitting around
man in
you.
Georgia.
These same fucking men, bitch, are sitting around you laughing at your dumb ass. I'm trying to fucking help them, but they're the fucking
handle
men.
listening to
These
this for
same
another
bitch
5 minutes.
are sitting the
Shut
fuck
up,
around you,
motherfucker.
trying to fucking.
Hey, Mr. Australia,
Even
out
if
of
you
all your
do
wild things, I
indulge in
agree with
anything,
you. They're the wild things. Be
mind is
quiet a second,
always a
lady.
wonderful aspect of things. It's
What
just
is out
a
of
matter of
woman?
things. It's just a
Mr.
matter of how much you put into your mind.
Mr.
Where the fuck are
Australia,
you with it?
what's the most? I know your National Graphic shows you all the crazy
I ain't here
stinging
to play with
ants
nothing.
and bees they have down there. What's the worst you've got in Australia to yourself? What's
All
the
right,
worst
so
sting
pay
you
the
got?
fucking attention then.
What do you mean the worst sting or the
The
worst
fuck?
what?
Well, painful, the most painful sting you got, because on National Geographic, it shows you guys got some crazy shit down there.
Well, the most common one that fucks me up all the time is a bloody jumping ant. They're little cunts.
That's the one I'm
There's
talking about.
always
They jump
3
like
of them.
18 inches, right? 18 inches? They jump?
I don't know. Oh, no, they don't jump about that far, but they're like,
okay.
And they just like flick about 6 inches. And but the thing is, when they bite you, there's always fucking 3 of them on you at once, and they all bite at the same time.
You know, those are ranked like the top 5 most painful stings in the world.
What is it?
It's a bullet ant or some kind of
I'd
ant.
say a bull ant sucks, but I never get stung by a bull ant. The jumping ants are cunts, because they'll actually jump on you and bite you. You know, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. People be walking by a bush and you don't even touch the bush and they jump on you.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. They're more aggressive. Like, there's things that are more painful. I have been bitten by, but it's very rare. And it's normally me fucking it up. You know, I'm doing something wrong and annoying it is how I get bit, right?
So what was the most
Whereas
painful one you
things
got
are
bit by?
aggressive and fucked.
Which was the most painful? What was the most painful you got bit by?
Yeah, jumping ants.
Man,
I didn't know that was such a thing. I've never heard of a jumping ant. That sounds.
Yeah.
See, just when Australia is full of horrors that you just
They
haven't
are.
even heard of.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the jumping ant one. I said, and they rank those jumping ants in the top 5 painful. So if you've been bit by one, that's what they say is in the top 5.
Oh, you don't get bit by one. Like I was saying, there's 3 of them on you, and they all bite you at once.
Yeah, they say, okay, we're in position now, attack, right?
Yeah.
Remember
There's multiple
this
on
day
you,
forward,
and
I will
they
remember.
coordinate, and they all just go fucking bang. Oh, fuck. Yeah,
I will remember jumping ants as something that is 18 inches that makes males happy and horny. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
That
See,
was an awful lot
another
of
reason not to go to
enthusiasm
Australia.
for 18 inches from a male.
Why would you be stung by lots of shit and wasps and stuff, and none of them are that bad?
Why
But
would you be
the
focusing?
problem is the aggressive ones, right? And jumping ants are aggressive, and they will jump at you and bite you.
Are they
That's
biting or
why-
stinging? Are they biting or stinging? Do you know?
They bite. They use jaws. They don't have a envenomator on the abdomen. No.
So why would you be focusing on their ants? The worst thing they've got is those damn drop bears. They're all infected with chlamydia, so they're either going to kill you or rape you. Those are your 2 options.
Oh,
Who are you talking about?
It's drop bears.
Yeah, we need to load up all the wombats into the cannons.
His name is Puck Elf. He's not a.
Tricks at the koalas to kill them both.
So has a human ever been infested with
the chlamydia bears? That's what you got to worry about when you're planning your next trip to Australia.
But how often has a human ever got chlamydia from a panda?
Basically, AIDS possums.
Wait, why did we say chlamydia in Barbie's face go all contorted like that?
Koalas are AIDS possums.
Barbie, you're muted.
They're festy as fuck.
What?
Koalas have sexual diseases and they're festy as fuck. They're like AIDS.
The chlamydia bears absolutely. I they're probably very feisty for sure. Chlamydia bear is feisty, 100%.
You can smell the chlamydia from across the street, mate. You know.
Jeez. Are you near the ocean?
I live in the mountain.
Are you inland, Mr. Australia?
Yeah. I'm like about a few k's from the ocean, a few k's from the Great Dividing Range, depending on what way you go.
Is the Dividing Range, is that what's north? What is that north called? It's uninhabited. I know that. You guys got a wild country out there still.
No, we've got a giant mountain range that runs the entire eastern seaboard, very close to the coast. And that was an old volcanic rift. And it's like the only mountain range in Australia. And that's like what we call the Blue Mountains and the Great Dividing Range. And so I'm like, you go that way about 10 k's and I'm up the mountains and stuff. And I can go Sasquatching. And then I go like a couple of k's that way. And I can go to the beach and go body surfing with some dolphins and some porpoises and stuff.
Have you spotted a Sasquatch?
Not personally, but I've seen other weird shit. I've seen a bunyip.
There was one here like not even 5 minutes ago.
Australia's slang for Sasquatch is yowie. Yowie is Australian for Sasquatch.
I jump on panels and do like yowie stories, and I got great local ones. And people on Facebook have been sending me more stories now. The new story is my mates were setting up this fucking camp, right? And there was this stump over there that had this cardboard box left on it. And then they were like setting up camp and sitting around and whatever. And they looked back and, the stump's gone. And the box. Because the box is what they were recognizing, not so much the stump. But the stump with the box was gone. And so it was this yowie sitting with this box on its head looking through the little fucking peeky hole. And it just made itself look like a stump, and it had a fucking helmet that was a cardboard box. And it fucked off.
That's freaky.
I know. Yeah, it actually was wearing a hat. Yeah, it was wearing a box for a hat. This fucking yowie. And it was it knew it was camouflaged. And it sat there with this box on its head and was looking at him through the fucking box, man.
That reminds me of Christmas presents. The kids got all these fancy Christmas presents, but they're outside playing with the boxes.
Give me a screwdriver and some nails and a hammer and some old wooden blocks, and I'm good to go. Yeah. I'm going to build my own Voltron. Fuck you. Yeah.
So what's going on, Barbie? Is there someone else saying something now or not?
I'm reading the back chat and I'm sick of this shit. I'm not anything like Lindsay. Lindsay wishes she could be like me. I'm about to leave the stream because I'm sick of this shit. I have not said one thing at all, and I keep hearing snickering this and that. I'm reading it back.
Blue hair, so you must be a woke feminist anyway. You should leave.
No, sir. I'm not hiding in the back because of anything.
Not you, Pop. I'm not talking about you, and you know that.
I'm hiding in the back because it's way more chill than this crap.
Huh? I know.
Say it, we can hear you.
It's way cooler here with me than it is here with you.
Leave with your blue hair. Go.
My potty mouth made Sasquatch hide in the back.
Hurry up and leave.
Yeah, you ran away. Yeah, Sasquatch ran away.
Much love. Don't let the man get you down. I probably won't be back up. I've already started taking shots. So,
you're supposed to stay on when you're supposed to stay on when you get drunk. That's when you tell the pig stories.
How cool's that? The yowie with the cardboard box on its head with the helmet.
Sasquatch, you know you're being hunted, right?
Me?
No, Sasquatch.
That's not a cool thing.
Mate, too, right? Yeah,
Sorry, my sound mixer just went out. I didn't hear none of that.
I said you know you're being hunted, right, Sasquatch?
Yeah, come get it. Don't make me send mama cleaning bills to my rug.
Oh, we got this other Bigfoot that we call like a yowie called Dooligar, and he's the cannibal of the outback, mate. And he's the one with the red eyes.
When you first came in, bro, you came in hot talking about homing the lady. right?
And he's got
You
the
want to
famous
discuss
and
Homo
like
naledi? We can do this real
all
quick.
the other Sasquatches and all the other people.
We haven't figured out if he's talking to us or himself, but we're still
I'm
trying to figure
talking to
it out.
himself about the Dooliga, and that's the Aussie Bigfoot. That's like the
Yeah,
biggest,
I'm
dangerous
saying,
one.
but when you
And
first
it's like
came in,
called Taramuli is the greatest king of the
but when you
Dooligas.
first joined, you mentioned Homo naledi, right?
Homo naledi, no, that's new. That goes way
That is
back.
new, but you
That's like
did say
5
something
million
about
years
it.
back then.
You mentioned Homo florensis and Homo naledi.
Yeah, no,
What is that, Sasquatch? Let Sasquatch answer. What is that? I don't even know what that is, Sasquatch.
Yeah, Florensiensis.
Let him
literally,
answer.
like, within the last 10,000 years, like right on the island, right next to us. And then our people are talking about these little fucking.
Mr. Australian, I must not be speaking English or something. Let Sasquatch finish. I want to hear what that means. What does it mean, Sasquatch?
I want to toast this Australian friend because I really like talking about the Yowie. We'll get into it later. Here's to you and here's to me, and maybe we never disagree, but if we do, to hell with you. Here's to me.
Yeah, I'm about to be right at the door behind you, Papa.
All right, I'm about to go invest my money. Catch you guys later.
I've got to write it down because, like, let me go ahead and call you out. Rock, Snow, Sir,
Thanks for coming up, Norman.
fucking Zyrex.
You're welcome.
That's it. The only person that's welcome is Flo, Miss Flo, and Sasquatch and people like that. The rest of y'all can suck my balls.
Don't do that. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm
tired of doing that to me.
Wait, if
They can sit in the back chat and talk chat about me all they want to. The second I defend myself, I'm fucking back.
I'm also going to hump tits if I'm allowed to, like, grab your balls too.
You're not bad.
And a ball grab. There you go.
Barbie, you're not bad for defending yourself. You're bad because you have bigger balls than me, right? See, now I'm offended.
Why are you offended? I don't even think you said anything fucked up. You're just making my balls are bigger. But I'm like, Barbie's feelings are hurt. Barbie's feelings aren't hurt because she don't have none, asshole. Okay?
Barbie.
Second of all, fucking the other dude telling me to leave and then scroll up. I'm not repeating their shit. They know they're trash.
Right. Yes. No. Don't repeat. Read it. Don't give it a shadow. Don't give it a shade.
I don't hate everybody, Snow. I hate Snow. Yep, I hate you, bitch.
I know I'm new here, but if I could, I know I'm new here, but I'm not new to the internet or streaming or anything like that. And I would, if I could just offer anything, it would be just to say, like, there's very much a psychological aspect where people say and do this shit to get into your head. Don't let them win. Don't let them win. By you reacting and
but when we don't do that, it tells them that it's okay to continue to do that. It enables the behavior.
That's not correct.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying anything like that. All I'm saying is the trolls work a very psychological aspect to everything you're doing.
I love how these bitches ain't coming up either.
Just be smart, and I don't think you're a bad person with any kind of bad intentions. I think you're,
I'm generally not. I'm really not.
I know. I've listened to you before.
And I've heard a lot of shit off
I know I'm new
people
here,
not
but
said a
I've heard
word.
you. So
I also apologize for telling you.
Something I would try and offer up to you is just
like you're complaining.
realize that
if you want
there's
to hang
a
around
really
and get along with people, that's wonderful.
psychological
And I
aspect
also
to
apologize.
everything the trolls are doing. So don't let them win. Don't let them win.
And the way that they win is by getting you angry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's temporary. But when their hair falls out and don't go back, I win. So
what I'm trying to say is that I think it's the opposite.
Not men, women.
What you just said about if you don't respond to them, it encourages it. I would say that my approach is exactly the opposite.
How do you figure?
Because
I'm happy to argue with people that are fucking stupid, but as long as they're not trolling, doing that one letter freaking answer thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, the word tree.
Yeah.
So
I'm like you do.
Flow
I'll get into
state,
it with
above me
anyone.
there.
Yeah, I'm like Flow.
Flow
I'll
state.
get into it with anyone.
Flow
But
State was asking earlier about how we came to like find his stream, and I laughed because I was like, I answered his poll and I answered it doesn't matter, but I also like I answered to how I found his stream, because I'm here because we have the same trolls in common. The trolls were bad talking him, and I was like, hey, the same trolls bad talk me. So who the fuck is this guy? I'm gonna go check him out because he might have something decent to say.
Ryder brought me here from the chat, and he hates me as well. Like, yeah, we like love hate each other. Like, yeah, Woo Ryder, that dude.
But
yeah, he brought me here talking about it in a different stream, and I just rocked up and like, bam, I'm here. So.
Oh wait, you found me through one of my trolls too?
Yeah, no, Woo Ryder dude. No, he trolls me, but he loves you.
People.
So he's not trolling you, and he didn't bring me to troll you at all. No.
Well, do either of you guys want to say who it is, or if not, you can put it backstage or however you want? But I am curious. So Barbie, but I want to respond to the thing about how to respond to trolls, because what's happening is it's a power game for who can control the other's sort of atmosphere, right? Who can make the best of the situation and who can get the other one out of sorts. So the best way is to look, what I do is I transmute shit, or I try to roll whatever attacks into something positive, like the promotion here, right? Speakeasy's been running his little rude mouth and talking shit for a minute, and I've ignored it, but he's still rude. So I've made 2 short videos. They are uploaded. They are unlisted. If I raise enough money, I'll release them. Otherwise, they're going to stay unlisted. Right? So easy talking shit has given me a sales approach.
I'm going to say something, Flo. That's something I don't like about you, where you're trying to like make money off of doing hit pieces and stuff. Like, just do your fucking shit. If you have something to say about somebody, just fucking do it, or like don't pay any attention to it.
I'm
That's why you think Lindsay's so mad. Lindsay, that's what's going on there.
Hold on, Barbie. We'll come back. Stick a fork in that. But I'm curious about Frosty B Rocks. Is it the hit specifically, or the sale of it specifically? I'm curious.
The sale. Do the hit. If you want to,
hold on, Australia.
Sorry,
go ahead. No. I was trying to get Australia to hold the fuck on.
Yeah, knew the Phantom.
Yeah, no, dude. If you want to like expose somebody and do the hit and whatever, then fucking do it. Selling it makes you come off as cheap. I don't like it. It's like, oh, this guy can be bought. It doesn't resonate well with like genuine, real people. In my opinion, that's just how I see it. Like, I don't like that. I did this short, and if I don't get what I want, I'll release it. It's not. It leaves a bad taste, you know.
I appreciate the feedback. It's and it's not for the record. It's not like, oh, you guys need to see this. Yeah. They're both mocking.
Honestly, you'd be better off. This is just my opinion. You'd be probably better off to do the piece and be like, hey, if you liked what you saw, send me, $20 for a case of beer and cheers to you. Like,
you're probably right.
Probably get a better feedback. You know what I mean? Like, it's not quite as, I guess, it's not quite as sellout. You know?
Can I piggyback off of that? I would like to piggyback off of that, because that is actual fact of this experience, right? Because listen, people, we're simply here experiencing. We're here to experience. We're experiencing things, right? So oftentimes, like, just think about it. We've been given so much bullshit through our whole lives, right? Where it means color, where it means whatever. We've been fucked over so many times, like literally fucked in the ass, multiple fucking times, right? So we have to be the true tellers of our own story, right? So if I'm sitting here, I want to write my tale. I want to be the story writer in what I am to be and what I want to see. And if I'm seeing you, I want to write you into a great place with me. You understand this shit for real? Like, not bullshit.
Now I remember who
fucking around like this bitch. Real shit. You're fucking around out this bitch. I am the writer. So if I'm the writer of this shit, how come We're so combative and battling each other in this motherfucking massive way. Have y'all not?
I can answer that. First of all, hey, Lashandra, your internet is choppy.
Yeah, it's fucking me up, and I'm really trying to listen to her.
Yeah, but you
What?
you can't have a back and forth with her. That's the same girl that her and Sarah were at it.
No, she got into it with Rose for a minute, but she went at it with fucking, oh my god, Vic the longest.
I don't know who them are.
But Lashandra, why do you think that we go at each other as much as we do?
I think that is something that has been given to you.
You don't.
We're scoring people, and I would add myself into this. We're scoring people, right? We've been scolded. I mean, it is the most point of the stories that has been given, right? And even in your said personal aspects of your existence right now through experience, you've been scorned. You've been affected by some shit. Some shit has fucked with you. It's fucked you up. And this is the same shit that you're given, right? But nothing within any of aspects of any of you all want to change it. If you speak
I don't
about
know that
change,
I don't know that I think it's unnatural to humanity. If you look at like bonobos or our closest relative, like primates are combative. I think this is part of human nature.
I never thought about it like that. I like that.
I'm just going to say that,
yes,
Taylor,
yes,
when you stop
it
being
is human
mercenary,
nature.
that's when I pay attention, because then you're up to something.
What? When I'm thinking. Oh,
Damn.
That's what you call that?
Oh shit. Oh look, Barbie can count to one.
What is this? Oh, Joe, why would I think that? Of course.
4.
I'd agree with
We need
the
old Joe
combo.
around to bring a little bit of grounding and wisdom or something. I don't know.
I agree with the comment about what was it, primates or violent or combative or very competitive, etc. It actually takes kind of a higher being and higher awareness to have a bit more of a stoic attitude where
God, here we go with this bullshit.
Yeah, Joshua has no stoicism.
Gosh, man.
That's because everybody's fucking using the Webster's Dictionary version of being stoic,
bro,
right? Nobody
what
ever
dictionary
fucking reads
do
the
you
actual
use?
philosophy.
Who knew that one word would like trigger people?
Right?
Yeah, because
when he said dictionary, I was like, oh,
I say
hell
the word
no.
stoic, and all of a sudden somebody pops off. Like, what?
You started telling the dictionary, I'm like, what the fuck? No.
All species that have any type of competition, especially within breeding,
that was
are
trying
going
to be
combative.
landed. The point that was trying to be landed is that we are supposed to be of higher evolved thinking and like respect and some dignity and etc. That we can evolve past primate instinctual combativeness and competitiveness, etc. That, I mean, we're supposed to be higher elevated beings,
So are you
but
a
yet
Sagittarius?
we're not seeing it.
What's your sign?
Boy, there was a lot there to even hell. Even
There's a
start
reason why I said, like, my brain process was that. What's your sign?
no. He was actually on point, but it's an aspect too. Hold up, because I am of a dark. I'm a juice sucker. Okay, let me say that and put it that word. And with my juiceness, I'm gonna say this to you all. There is an aspect that if we're planetarial, let me word this correctly. I want y'all to hear me when I say the fuck I'm about to say. This is a planetarial aspect that for so long everything has been combative, right? And they wanted us to be combative towards yourself, right? Because the ultimate fight is yourself. whether you don't like what you're giving off to somebody, whether it's so many factions, right? So in that aspect, if we're sitting in 2024, how do we be the correctors of some good shit to make it non-fucking combative? That's our plight, for real. So there has never been a fight, for real.
That's a horrible.
It's always been a faction of what they fucking told your ass to put you in a fucked up situation. And you know that you will never have to sit in that bitch and you can be the corrector of this bitch. Why the fuck you ain't sitting there that you want to correct this shit? Who fighting? Who fucking fighting if you don't have to?
Yeah, you already started with the contradiction. You said it's always been the case that it's been a conflict.
You ain't hear shit I said.
Yeah, I just
back it up. Now you're going Lindsay.
It's always been competitive, and thus it ought not be. What the hell does that even mean?
I just told you. If you have been combative yourself, right? So if you're very combative to yourself, just you little motherfucker, and others,
wasn't it Nietzsche that said that ego is the enemy of the self?
Others have gone to themselves to sit within themselves and say, you know what? Damn, we don't have to do none of this shit. What are we fighting for? How come we're fighting against each other when we don't have to? There is no need to fight. There is no need to fight. There is no need to fucking fight.
Every need to fight. We fight over resources.
No, there is no need to
Lysandra,
fight.
you love fighting. You love fighting. You've never come here and not gotten in a fight.
Fucking Bob's your uncle. Fucking on your bike, son.
So Flo.
Yes.
You said to me that I like to.
You love fighting.
That's the title of the stream. The world is the stage, and Trump is following the stage. That's the name of the stream.
No. That's incorrect.
Oh, that's the name of the stream. So if you'd like to, okay.
Don't you dare call me incorrect, woman. Elf is never incorrect.
You little frail now. Hey, frailness.
Don't you dare say that.
Frailness.
I'll light you on fucking fire.
Frail. Shut the fuck up. Okay,
Fuck
Frail.
you.
Frail. Are you done with yourself, Frail?
You gonna let that woman push you around? Don't take that shit from her.
Hell no.
That's right. Grow you some balls.
I don't take that shit. I just told the bitch.
Shut the fuck up. And to that other person. Please do. And to Flow State. No. All things are great for Flow State. What I am only trying to convey, and I'm truly trying to convey this, like, we are very much alike and not indirect, right? And the problem, I'm gonna keep it a book. The problem is y'all have with a fuck with a motherfucker like me is that you don't want to see my color, and I'm not a color.
What does that mean?
I'm all shades. I'm fucking every thinking fucking shade that you can think about.
I'm fucking black, mate. I'm more black than you. I'm an Aborigine.
Black
yeah,
means white,
I'm an Aborigine, mate.
Black means white, you dumb motherfucker. Apparently,
yeah, I'm an Aborigine, mate.
Black means white, you dumb motherfucker.
I'm an Aborigine.
Don't look that bitch
you're
up.
racist. Don't be racist.
You don't know scholarship, nigga.
I'm not a nigger. I'm an Abo, mate.
So you don't know scholarship. You're not scholarish.
I eat me both on house.
You cannot talk for me. You cannot sit in my presence.
One of the best ways to drain people's energy nowadays is via the internet. This woman is an astrophysicist. Actually, this is not how space works. Read a book. Now I just wait for the comments to come in. Hey, can you mansplain any louder? Yeah, sure. These are all different accounts that I have set up. The energy you get this way isn't quite as pure, but if you do enough of it, it'll fill you up. Shanghai sucked. Where was the Chinatown? Jason Mraz is just too weird for me. Jesus actually hates horses. Childhood obesity, LMFO. When they call you a dumbass, you know you've got them. They called me a dumbass. Women are getting too tall. Yeah. You can drain their energy via social media without having to even be near them. That is racist. You're correct. It is. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, they hate me.
It's surprisingly simple to get total strangers completely furious with you.
They should get a life.
Of note, people get paid to do that, to derail and, like Barbie Sasquatch, people get paid to trigger you and derail you and send you off. And it's our internet world these days. That's why I'm trying to help and say, like, hey, don't let them derail you. Like, you're a fierce woman. Don't let these fucking trolls throw you off and do the fucking it's a psychological warfare game. Don't let them win.
What is this?
This is my woomera, and this is what I've thrown my spears with. My spear chucker. It's got the
you have a spear thrower.
Yeah, but I also use it as I use it to pull roots out of the dam and get cattails. And you can use the bulbs at the bottom, like the rushes, and you can make like a bread damper out of the starchy bulbs. And so if you've got a woomera, you can get your like breads, and then you just like make a spear out of the reeds, and then you like whack a duck, and you got dinner. There you go. And you can also use the bow to make a fire.
This is my shake weight.
I still haven't got one.
Yeah, well, I got a woomera, mate.
But I don't really need one because my guns still look better.
I can chuck my semen at you after I'm done shake weighting.
Okay, I appreciate that so much. Something like a hot load of steaming.
You appreciate that?
I know better.
That's hilarious.
I
Then
know
what?
better. Then the fuck you keep my damn eyes open. That's dumb as shit.
Oh, right.
My woomera
Like,
is shaking
duh.
now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
First of all, they should ask. They should ask if that's okay, and if they don't,
Here, hold on.
duck, and then you should slap them.
If we both shake, you guys.
It's my God-given right as a human to be able to throw rocks at shit, and if I don't know what it is, poke it with a stick. That's how we survive in evolution, right? We don't know what shit is, so we get a stick and poke it. Other animals can't figure out the technology of stick poking. That's how humans survive.
That's fucking awesome.
If you don't know what it is, poke it with a stick. See what it does. And make sure you've got a rock ready to throw.
I don't have a social work. God damn it, man.
Barbie, is that what's going wrong in your life? There's not anybody poking you with a stick?
No, that's not my issue. What my issue is that I don't understand why I don't even have to do anything sometimes but show up. And what really blows my mind, like in Snow case, is like, bitch, you're prettier than I am, and you're hating on me like I literally went and fucked your man right in front of you. What is your goddamn problem with me? But you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Maybe it's sexual frustration.
I'll give you a job then, woman. You need to get my firewood and my water, and I shall bring back the food and the yams, and then we shall have dinner. You collect the sticks and get the water.
Damn.
I shall teach
This
you
dude's
how
got
to-
Riz. Hold on.
Yeah.
I
I
was
shall
like, dude,
teach you how to make a jug of pottery, and you can fetch my water, woman, and I shall bring back dead animal, and I will also dig up yams with my pokey stick with my hook. And we can have potatoes, delicious.
oh my God, how'd you know I like potatoes? Who told him that, y'all? Oh, hell no.
Delicious yams are good. Doesn't matter what roots they
Oh my
are.
God, I love potatoes.
They're all roastable and delicious.
People, if they watch Flo's channel long enough, there's like a criteria being built of like things that can get you in with M, and Flo makes shorts out of it and shit. Like it's
I
funny.
counted one time, and I can cook a potato 67 different fucking ways. I almost married a Mormon
even know there were
in
67.
Idaho once, dude. It's like, what the fuck? And her family does grow like a million types of fucking potatoes. It's like, fuck that.
Have you ever had eggnog?
No, not in Australia. It's not a thing. Yeah, no.
Oh my god, it's amazing. I figured you
I
had
do
to.
have a cup of tea at the moment though, with a nip of brandy in it.
Oh, that sounds awesome too. I'm more of a
So
whiskey lover, honestly.
that's nice.
But for some reason, I think somebody brought me fucking. It's a white alcohol. God, please don't let this be tequila over here. I'm gonna go look and see what it is, because that is not my fucking.
Now she's a married woman still.
Oh shit! It's tequila.
It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to pick anyone up, dude. It's all good.
That's funny.
No, it's fine. She's married, but she hates him.
Who? I'm not married. Oh boy, them's fighting words. Oh, Flo, dude. I hope I don't ever run out. Oh man, you better bring Miss Flo, because I'm scared of her.
And like 8 pages of
Oh damn you, motherfucker!
And it's not fair if anyone likes me, because I just fuck it up and tell them to piss off anyway.
You're what?
You bastard.
You're not what?
I said, I'm not. This fighting words, like what the crap? But then you just threw me off the whole game.
Are you gonna talk back to me about what I say?
Yeah, I'd lose my shit. Yeah.
Like there's literally like 0.001 people that like anyway. I don't know how he did that. We're like a day apart in birth. We are just one day apart. I'm older than you, and we've like.
Oh wait, what is your birthday? I'm 20th of March. What's yours?
It is 6th of December. You said it's the 20th of March. So you are
but I'm 20th and 21st right at midnight. So I'm Pisces and Aries. I'm water.
Yeah, you're on the cusp.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm fuck in the head, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That well, yeah. No. These are actually quite the opposite of the Sagittarius. We make really good friends, not good partners. How my mom is that?
Assholes. Fucking Sagittarius. Yeah, okay.
Sagittarius is shit.
Wait,
That's
is that Earth or air?
No, we don't give a fuck to say what's on our mind. Like, we have no.
Is that an Earth or an air sign?
Fire.
Is it?
My nose is crooked as shit.
Okay, I generally get along with fire and water signs. It's just air and
we
earth
do get along really good. We do.
Flo, why do you do this? You know
Do
she
what?
can't say big words.
I can do fire. Elf is so fucking fire. Oh.
Even though you're Pisces, sometimes I feel like Pisces can be like a damper. But not all of them are like that. I have a granddaughter that's a Pisces. I have another daughter. I have a granddaughter that's a Pisces. My daughter is a Capricorn. Both my parents were Leos, but they were on the opposite end of the Leo area there.
The spectrum.
On the Leo spectrum. And then my sister is an Aries. And those are all elemental fire signs.
Yeah,
that is
my mother was born on the 7th of March. And my dad was born
on
the 7th of February.
What's your mom's maiden name?
No, January. But then my older brother
January what?
14th of February in the middle.
What was your high school math?
7 plus 7's 14. And I'm like the 20th, 21st at midnight. And so it's like 7 plus 7 plus 7. And it's like, what the fuck? That's weird.
In January, what is January's birthday? January birthday.
I think he's a Capricorn or something. He's a
no, like what was the person what was their birthday in January?
What?
What was their birthday? The person who has a birthday in January was their.
Oh no, yeah. Mum and Dad was like March and January, and they were both on the 7th. But then my brother's
wow, me and my daughter's dad were both on the 6th of the month.
Yeah, and then my brother's in the middle on the 14th, like 2 7s. But I come after my brother, and I'm like the 20th, 21st, which is like another 7. And it's like, what the fuck? That's weird.
Yeah. I do that kind of number shit too, like all the time. Like the weirdest things, like his birthday, my friend's birthday is the 1st of March, and then of course my granddaughter's is the 6th, but my friend's daughter's is the 31st of January, and so is my dad's. And then my son's birthday is.
I don't know that everybody needs to know everybody's birthday. Just a thought.
I'm not giving out the years. And Sasquatch's birthday is the same. Nobody I know has the same birthday as me.
I mean, the year is easier to find out. Never mind. You do you.
No, but I only mentioned it because it's weird and they're multiples of the same number.
We have to talk after the chat.
It could be anyone, and it could be like just as like weird, yeah.
So we're all, well, for the rest of us dudes, basically, why do you think we give a shit about birthdays? It's not like we can remember them anyways.
Well, we're talking
down.
You don't have to remember them. It's live streamed.
Please interject.
Yeah, I guess.
Plus, we weren't live streamed. I would literally just. Yeah.
We're talking about it because it just came up, dude. If you want to interject, fucking go for it, dude.
Did I get rated?
You asked specifically. It didn't just come up. You
Let's
literally
talk about
asked.
interdimensional Sasquatches then.
Did I get rated earlier and I missed it?
I don't know.
We need to talk
I
about
don't know either.
interdimensional Sasquatch right now.
You got fucking
Everyone's gonna get upset.
self crazy
No
mofo.
raid.
It's crazy. People don't like me hanging out at flows. A lot of people have.
Did you yell at Zyrex and Blocker for being my?
I think you're an asshole, and that's why I like you. You're cool.
Oh,
Hold
thank
on a
you.
minute. I'm about to show you what the fuck she said to me last night in the back chat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna show us your asshole.
No, I'm gonna show you. She's lying at her ass.
Yeah, I think you're a prick. I think you're cool.
It's funny because like just on the Raging Tomatoes earlier, she and I'm sorry, Sarah and Glenn got in a little argument about whether or not I'm nice or an asshole.
Glenn
Glenn thinks I'm an asshole.
Well,
I
whoa,
identify as
we
an
are
asshole.
like we don't even mean to be. We just come off that way sometimes. We don't. We're not built with like inner filter and the ability to like know that we're being assholes.
I appreciate you for bringing over the people, Woo Riders.
I thought your hat was like a fucking filter for a while.
It's
a lot of people make that mistake. It's absolutely real.
That is absolutely fucking gorgeous, dude. Wait, hold.
God bless you.
Close up.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Here we
Party, Spiritus Sancti, Deus Volt, the Templars, fuck Bedouins and sand niggers. Let's go. Templar number 1.
Not okay. Not okay, by the way.
It's got the
Not
castle
okay.
on it too. That's fucking
All kinds
sick.
of red flags, red flag with the comments.
What happened? What I miss?
You know what
I
you're
just
doing.
love the way
pulling
you
up
pulled that
whatever,
back out.
but
Hold on. Let me go to the hat.
red
Is
flag.
that the big Lebowski in your art in the background?
It is. Hold on, Australia. What were you saying? The red flag is? Did I miss? Bless all of you guys. If I had holy water, I'd sprinkle it on you, but I might spritz some Mountain Dew.
Amen. Amen. You can't cheese with water. You got to get some booze.
I'm hearing I was hearing the Deuce Vault and there's commentary in the background that was definitely a red flag for me for sure.
I'll probably say.
Whoa, throttle back, throttle down.
Flows.
You know, I'm very knowledgeable about the history of Jerusalem. Anybody wants to talk to me about it, we can do that.
So, Flo, same pose, just change the hat for the horns.
Please God, don't change that.
There's here. You know what? I've actually got it screenshot on my phone. There's all sorts of religious figures, good and bad, in that same pose.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed. And again, it wasn't anything against you, Flo. That was that was nothing against what you were doing. It was just the commentary in the background. It was like, hold the fuck on.
I just was trying to figure out if I needed to respond to something or.
Wait, is it like that or is it that way? No, it's that way, isn't it? Yeah.
Are you trying to make the blood sign? I don't know. That's why I didn't join.
No,
the
I
blood
more
sign.
like that's
you
the
realize
fucking
I
way it
don't
is.
even have my black lipstick on.
Well, I study art and anthropology and stuff, and so the artist.
Take two fingers. Take two fingers, extend them out straight.
And then they have the hand, right?
No, fuck. Take two fingers, extend them out straight. Just straight up. Okay,
just two
now
fingers
turn
up.
your hand down and squeeze your fingers together. Turn your hand downward, where the fingers are pointing downward. And then a circular motion.
No. I'm talking Renaissance art. That's it. That's the sign.
A circular motion.
Gang.
Well,
Are you trying to get people to do something?
This is how we do it where I'm from.
What?
Not that circular, but close.
No, but this is the sign of Thor. You do the circle, then down.
Yeah. Some people aren't thinking.
That's right.
Are you trying to Are you trying to get people to do like a stroking motion or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you jerk off in a circle? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hashtag no fat.
I was just. We're talking about jerking off. I was just trying to help him with
Barbie. Show us the proper motion, since Josh apparently jerks in a circle.
Okay.
That's not what they're talking about when they
Wait.
jerk.
I need help learning how to do makeup.
Learn how to do the circle jerk or just the regular one?
No. What?
Or the,
I do dress ups for karaoke, like the Crow and shit, and I need help doing makeup and stuff. I've got a mascara pencil. I need someone to teach me how to bloody use the thing.
my daughter is awesome.
Why was Barbie doing two hands in two different directions? Barbie, what have you been doing?
That's from a previous episode. That's from another episode where we're making.
But we're kind of concerned about your technique. Now, show us what is
this?
the proper way to scratch a ball sack.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Oh my fuck.
Man, that's wrong.
Well, I don't have nuts, dude. My dick's probably bigger than yours, but the nuts not.
A little while ago, you just said you had nuts.
If that were true, you'd know how to scratch your balls, but you don't. I'm sorry. I don't care how long the meat grapes are. They're not a dick.
You're fucking savage.
Well, I put my dick out in front of you and your jaw would hit the floor.
Ma'am, those are the meat drapes. That's not a penis.
This is.
I don't care. I don't care how long they get. I don't care how long that beef
They
gets.
don't look like that. You know, no, I would not. That roast beef shit, that ain't not happening over here.
Oh God, the roast beef shit. Why? See, now I fucked myself. I got to get off this panel. No, Rossi.
If you can't put up with the stigma, then don't be a freak.
And else to fuck you just got to buy them dinner first. Alright?
Dude, if you don't buy a chick dinner and then you still think you're going to take her home and bang her, you're a moron.
Well, so, I already know I'm getting fucked. I would not buy them dinner if I didn't think I was 100% guaranteed getting fucked. They can buy their own dinner.
For chicks, though, it's so much harder if you actually cook the dinner.
Actually, I'm a weak.
Barbie, does microwave dinners, does that count as cooking?
Okay, hold on. This is what made.
It would really just depend, and it would probably just be a snack. I don't like to cook stuff in the microwave.
Wait.
It's radiation. I don't like to do that.
Yeah, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about the other person. Like dude, right? If he
like me cooking dinner.
Yeah.
It's an entire
they can take that as a sign that that's the only date we're going to be on.
Oh,
what the fuck is that?
The chicken and cheese triangle.
If you're serving your woman a microwave dinner, you better be like hung the fuck over and lazy as fuck, and like it's all kinds of like rainy day bullshit. Like if it's not that, like Cook your shit, man. Like, cook and do some dishes and like have some good food. Come on now.
I was trying to meet her halfway. I mean, normally I would just take them to McDonald's and order a meal, let them watch me eat. Like,
Yum! Look at that.
I mean, she
Look
put
at all that
demands down.
pastry and
I was
all
trying
that
to work with her.
chicken in there. Oh, yum! And you just have some like broccoli and some mashed potato with it.
Did he just pull that out of a plastic bag? I missed it.
It's kangaroo meat.
Yeah, these ones were cooked last
broccoli for the win.
night, and they're left over. And then I've got a whole bunch of raw ones I got to freeze yet.
That was in the
I
refrigerator,
just
right?
made about 12 of the bastards, and these are the big ones.
That was in the refrigerator,
other ones
right?
are only about half that size.
You know what? Things can last outside the refrigerator for a long time. Miss Flo threw. I was saving a piece of fried chicken like a month
made it last night, dude. Don't.
Or no, it wasn't
freak
fried
out.
chicken. It was grilled
Relax.
chicken. But yeah, Miss from my favorite restaurant that's not close to us anymore. And I got a whole chicken. I brought and I had a thigh left over, and she threw it away because it'd been sitting on my desk all night.
And you would
Like,
ate it.
it's still good.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same fucking way.
But what I won't do is share a drink with anybody ever.
And it won't put your toothpaste across the top of the brush because he's a fucking weirdo.
And what?
Baby, one more time.
Like, you know when you squeeze your toothpaste out of the toothbrush?
Oh
He
yeah, I
will
don't want to share
not do
toothpaste with anybody.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Flo, you got a kid, right?
Yeah,
And the drinking thing, like sharing a cup thing,
not a
freaks you out?
chance. Yeah, we're not
Really?
doing that.
You were the first I've ever met. Usually, like normally, most dudes like have that thing, right? But usually, once a kid pops up in the story, that changes. It goes
I won't
back.
share a drink with Miss Flo. I wouldn't share a drink with my ex-wife. There are things that don't make sense in this world, and my aversion to sharing drinks is one of them.
I'm a blacksmith by trade, and after my car accident like 10 years
Did you say
ago,
you're a blacksmith by trade?
well,
Did he
after my
just say
car
that?
accident 10 years
I think
ago,
so.
I had an episode, and I still
I
love
do.
to
I don't be there, but
and so now I love to cook. That's why
All right. I don't know where that's coming from.
I just freak out every now and then.
Jesus. Okay,
Around
Barbie,
here.
that was you again. Whatever you did to your mic, it started feedbacking real bad.
It wasn't me, it was someone else.
No, I know it wasn't you. It was Princess.
Anyway, well, yeah, I'm blacksmith by trade, and because I can't do my fortune anymore, now I love
because people don't need them anymore.
Still get to use fire, and it's
You're
still,
like a century and a half too late.
no, but I love to cook as well because I use alchemy with blacksmithing and heat and cold to change the state of steel, but I can also combine flavors and do that in the kitchen, and so now I cook. You know that's one new thing that I
Have you ever made knives?
Dude, yeah. Hold on.
I mean, just in general. So I used to build guns as a hobby, and I had to give that up.
Yeah, this
now
is one of mine I've made, and that's made from chainsaw chains.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucking dope.
Sweet.
So now I'm kind of wondering if I would like to try knife making because I can't do my gun making anymore.
Yeah, well, I've welded together
Barbie.
chains of a chainsaw.
I don't know what you did just now, but your audio ain't gonna something is fucked off. We got feedback there. Stop fucking unmuting yourself until you fix whatever you did. Jesus. It is you.
It's my favorite part of the show when the knives come out.
Well, show them off.
I don't know. I disagree. Women and knives did not a good mix. Ever since that whole Lorena Bobbitt deal, right? Like I'm done.
God damn it, Barbie! I'm gonna have to figure this out, aren't I?
I'm not even moving.
No, I know it's not that.
Now it's lowered on my end.
I just put your echo cancellation back on, and the problem stopped. You were echoing feedback to us from us.
How?
wasn't the sound. And Barbie, how many knives you got on you right now?
In my back pocket, I got one. I got one laying over here to the side. I got like two in my purse, and I got probably three laying in the mattress.
Are you single, Barbie?
Do
And a
not
box
ask
cutter,
the
too.
questions for which you are not prepared the answers.
If you
I
want to
already
see
know
what
about her.
I actually do, this is like my Australian Knife Makers Guild kind of shit. And
Yeah. According
this
to
one's 3 different cores of pattern
oh no,
steel. The middle ones got stars in it, and then the outer edges are made from chainsaw chain. So there's
is
3
that a
bars.
katana?
Yeah, the outer edges are the chain of the chainsaw, and the middle one is twisted bar of chainsaw, so it's got the stars in it. And that's the handle. And a dude from Finland sent me moose antler for the handle.
That's fucking dope as fuck. Did y'all see my shit just follow me?
Yeah, and I do the traditional style back seam leather as well.
Woo Rider, they reattached it. It worked. His dick was all good to go. He got into porn, and then something happened, and he lost his dick again.
You talking about Mr. Bonnet? Bobbit? Mr. Bobbit?
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna chill. Kind of my last beer. Thanks, Flo, for letting me out. Thanks.
Hey, thank you for joining.
Yeah,
and for the
thanks,
feedback.
everybody. Yeah, y'all been great. I'll come back. Like I said, Flo, I found you through in common trolls. So
before you go, you got to say who it is.
I have.
At least in the back chat, you got to tell me who it is. Or you can do it here. I don't care.
Well, there's a number. I can't remember which one specifically. I have so many trolls.
It's me.
I think we probably have a few.
Everyone was like grinning at me and smirking, and I had my Disney princess charms on.
Man, hold the fuck on a second, Australia.
Congratulations on your fucking princess charms. Flo, thanks. Yeah, you were very decent, and I'll be back. Thanks.
All right, I appreciate
look forward to further conversation.
And you left your link backstage, right?
Yeah, Frosty Broccoli.
Oh yeah, please do.
Frosty Broccoli. All right, I got you. Yep, and I'll drop your link in just a second. Thanks for coming.
Don't subscribe to me. Very controversial. Everybody hates me.
Is that some reverse psychology there? Oops.
No. I'm speaking facts.
Then make sure it works.
My audience is not thin-skinned.
I get that. I actually get that. So, yeah.
I mean, Barbie's kind of sensitive sometimes, but that's about it.
I'm just sarcastic.
Sasquatch Barbie, please don't let these assholes get to you and trigger you and consume your time. Your time is important. Your energy, your effort, your time, it's important. So don't let these fucktards like trigger you and consume your time and energy. Like, just laugh that shit off. Like, these idiots have nothing better to do with their time.
Are you you're gonna starve me, Broccoli?
No.
What's that?
No, he's not. Trust me.
Barbie,
I need the vampire off the loosh.
He's gaslighting you, Barbie.
No, I actually just I want to see Barbie not spend so much time and energy on the negativity. I would prefer to.
Exactly.
She's great. I think she could. Yeah, I'd like to see her not like get dragged down by the assholes, right? Like
they know the type of people they are. They actually know
fucking
what
energy
I'm capable
vampires,
of, and I'm in my lazy phase in life.
They
And I hate
want your
when I
time
fucking
and
get over it.
energy and effort and attention.
I'll
Don't
tell
fucking
Barbie
give it
to
to
shut the fuck up. I'll look after her. She'll be fine, mate. Don't worry.
Cheers,
about
bud. Have a lovely day. Peace, Flo. Peace, Barbie.
Later,
everybody.
Peace.
Barbie, anybody that tells you that your time is important is gaslighting you.
That's right. You're a fuckwit. I don't give a shit what you got to fucking say.
My
Women don't have anything intelligent.
I think I'm supposed to be offended, but I just can't. I just can't.
And you vote wrong. You should
Because Josh, you and Barbie both like being degraded.
My God.
Yeah, but when he says it, right? Like being called
We're having a discussion after the stream ends.
We are.
I also
yeah.
hate fucking feminists.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let
I'm
me rephrase that.
misogynist,
Can
but
we
I hate
please
fucking
have a
feminists.
discussion after the stream ends, Master Flow?
Me? Yes. Granted.
Thank you. Yes. See, that's another reason why people get pissy when I'm over here all the time.
Also,
That's
the
in a
proper way
little
to
bit different
scratch a
way than
ball-
other people
Look,
do. I
it's
know
the,
my place.
It's the pinch and roll. The proper way to scratch a ball sack is the pinch and roll because the skin's loose. Come on.
Okay,
Well,
so
in
what's the proper way
Australia,
to
we
scratch a
call
vagina?
everyone a cunt, but sometimes you're a good cunt, and sometimes you're a shit cunt.
Are you
And it
talking about me?
depends how you say it, right?
Yeah.
What is the epitome of a cunt? What are you talking about?
Honestly,
That's
like
right. That's
you have
right.
if you have an Australian
Yeah,
accent,
too
you can say
right,
cunt way better
That's
than
right.
anybody else.
Too right, cunt. Fair dinkum.
He said, I have no clue who Simon is, but apparently he is not afraid. He's definitely not afraid now.
Yeah, fuck feminists.
Simon's not a feminist. Simon's a
We
sim.
can't carry guns. We're not allowed. We're bad kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I just now.
I'm going to buy you an abortion for your birthday.
Jesus Christ.
People are all crazy.
Oh, and that's the t-shirt you have to wear to your abortion. This better not suck.
Oh my God, no. Oh,
I mean, she probably did talk shit about me. I've heard her talk shit about me before, but it wasn't to my face, and you know, you.
I was just talking mad smack about you.
Oh,
Hold on,
Zaire,
what's
do you want me to tell you? I'll tell him right now what I said to him. I was like, I'm mad at Flo right now. I feel like he's being a bitch ass motherfucker because Lindsay's all up on his dick. That's to paraphrase it. We can go back and look it up if you want me to, bitch. I ain't like I told you last night. I'll tell him to his face. I just hadn't talked to him that day. So go get back on Simon's dick.
We're gonna have to bring Flo's wife up here to ask about Flo's dick and
I talked to Flo's old lady before. Kay's cool.
She's probably in the chat. What do you want to know, Josh? What do you want to know about my dick? That's the question.
Oh shit! I'm not falling. I fell for this yesterday. Right. I don't want to do it again.
Honestly, Miss Flo would probably bitch slap the heck out of her too, because she's sitting over here telling me and all of us tonight that she's not married, and for a fact on Simon's stream last night, she flat out said she's married. Flat out fucking said she was.
I mean, but why did you block her? I think is the question.
I don't put up with that lying ass two-faced backstabbing, go here, go there, talk shit about me bullshit. If you got a problem with me, you say it to me. Say it to my fucking face. Or shut the fuck up and get away from my shit.
I'm trying to think of the Mormon code words for being
and out of the clear blue, the time and of her appearance.
No, shut up. What do they say? God bless us. God bless you. There's some real fucking shady thing they say that means you're a fuckwit.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Bless it.
Bless your heart. Oh,
yeah, bless
that
it.
Shit. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Almost married.
Bless it.
Well, if she's married to Simon, she's a bad wife because she's blocked him when I asked.
She's married to somebody else.
She's married to Mitch.
Oh, I dodged a fucking bullet, mate. I don't give a fuck.
Was married to Mitch.
Marries now. Fuck that. I'm fucking winning.
I'm telling you.
She didn't marry me.
Yeah, technically,
we all love Barbie, but she will probably ruin your life.
Who?
You.
Oh, I'm psychotic. I'm supposed to be married to Mitch, though. So
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's so scared of me, he won't talk to me.
No, your job is shut up, get my fire, get my sticks, and here's a pot. You got to go to the river and get my water, and then I
You've
will
been
be back
talking to
with
fly away
dead
for long.
animals and yams, and then we can figure out how we're going to make dinner. As long as you've got pot of water and fire, I shall come back very tired with dead things, and then we shall figure it out.
Have you ever eaten a kangaroo?
Is he admitting Australians don't have indoor plumbing?
Hold on. Nobody cares about the indoor plumbing. Tell me about the kangaroos. You eat kangaroo?
Did you know kangaroo meat has zero saturated fat like beef? So if you try to cook a kangaroo steak, you'll burn it and it will still be like raw on the inside because it has no fat. Because they're a desert animal and a marsupial, they store their body fats as a polyunsaturated oil in their muscle. And so you've got to do like small kangaroo gems, and then you wrap them in bacon, and then you can like iron grill them, right, on your barbecue. But
So what you're saying is that
it works out better like stir fry strips and gravy and onion and make a pie. Roux pie is fucking awesome.
You know, I was about to say no, they don't, but
Oh yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Dudes that don't even want to admit they're fucking cool, they slip up.
Also, when you make your roux pie, you can use bread,
Roux
butter
pie.
face down. No, you use bread, butter face down, and then you do like your steak and gravy, onion, kangaroo meat. Then you layer of spinach. Then your mashed potato, flurry of cheese. But that way, when you bake it, it comes out like a slice of pie on toast. Fuck yeah.
You know,
Barbie, would you date Illumitami?
Where did that come from?
I'm just curious.
Why?
We know what's been going on in your DMs. We know.
Yeah.
What
He's
are
a
you
fed.
talking about? Me and Tommy barely email one another, and we've maybe done 2 live streams.
Oh, my DMs are too full. Go away.
I don't think that Tommy is.
Please don't make me bring
I'm
the
his
Pope out.
anyway.
Please don't make me bring the Pope out.
What?
Why'd you ask that?
I need some kind of staff.
Why do you feel guilty that he asked that?
It was weird that it came out of so left field. Oh, come on, let me see that comment. Let me see that.
Tommy and Barbie. Are you fucking kidding me?
Get him.
There would be a crater and a mushroom cloud you could see for miles if Tommy and Barbie were together. This one?
I like. Bring it up then. Bring it up.
I did bring it up.
No, her.
It's right there.
Me yelling at her.
Well, she did bring it up.
Okay, hold on. That's it. This is why I have multiple phones, because you goddamn people love to fucking lie. And then go back with a link and try to re-edit shit.
I mean, I don't need. All I need you to do is just answer it. You don't need to. I don't need.
I didn't cuss her. I did not cuss her. I took a screenshot of it too, by the way.
Show me Bobby's bedroom.
And I'm gonna send it to you, Flo.
I must be on site.
I gotta go pick up the brat from school, but while I'm gone, why don't you guys actually have a conversation with Darth, the only fucking real woman on the damn panel aside from these crazy nut jobs, right? She's the only sane one around here. Fuck.
Oh, don't go telling people that, man. That'll ruin my fucking reputation. Shit. Don't do that.
Are you upset?
Because she's lying and she knows she's lying. It's that same Lindsay bullshit.
Apparently you're the only woman here and everyone needs to like go suck your nipple or some shit. What the fuck?
I don't know what they think my intentions are. Honestly, I really don't give a fuck. I really
Hey,
don't.
neutral. Who's this offer to?
Well, I'll suck your nipple if you want one, but you know, we can do that later after the show.
He's fucking awesome.
You people are deranged.
Like you're not.
We're also hot and we're also
You're
sexy.
you're the only person I've ever known in my entire life to wear a fucking pope hat
I also have
Like-
devil horns.
and make it look good. Like it's disturbing. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up now.
No, go on.
No, I gotta find that clip. I find that clip. Bitches won't lie. Say I said this. I said not a thing. Let's go watch that video. Play it. That's what I love about that shit.
What
See,
you
my
love to do
YouTube
about
don't
the
even
hat?
work like most of y'all's do. Yeah, I can do shit that y'all can't do on your TV and my YouTube at the same time. Do the same.
What are those
account.
emojis, Snowfire?
Probably her being a hating ass bitch.
She said flow state and then put them. I can't see what they are.
Who's Darth? Is that one from tonight or last night? That's last. Let me get my fucking shit. Do guys argue over attention like God? I wonder if guys do argue that often, like overflow. That'd be interesting to know.
How do you put a baby alien to sleep?
You don't.
You rock it.
I think it's this one, or it might be the one before.
What are you working on, Darth? Sir Greystoke is curious.
Working on.
Or working with. I don't know what that means in what regard. What are you working? You got something you're working on or with?
Oh, undoubtedly, you
towards?
know me. Been painting lately. Go back into that.
I've just been doing some cardboard paper crafts and I had some leftover boxes from getting a new phone. So I wrapped it in some brown paper and I brought some ribbons for like $2. I got my roll of ribbons over there somewhere or something. And my friend asked me, how did you get your bow so perfect? And I said, that's not the first time I did it. Took me 2 hours fucking around to get them that good.
You spent 2 hours perfecting your bow.
Yep.
Do you know how I used to wrap gifts when I wrapped gifts?
And it's got a little tag on the back.
In the bag or in paper. I was so bad at wrapping gifts, I quit trying to make it look good and leaned into how bad the wrapping job was.
Well, this was a free box, and instead of putting it in the rubbish, now I can give it as a gift to someone that makes jewelry, and then she can put something in it, and then
Do you know a person who would need that box who makes jewelry?
Yes. Yeah. I got a girlfriend that does like jewelry and like just makes little arts and crafts. So if
Are
I
you a
just
hoarder?
full boxes, and that's like $2 of ribbon and some PVA wood glue from the cheapy shop, some craft glue. That's all it is. And then some brown paper from like the supermarket bags. That's it.
At least you didn't use hot glue.
What I did is my truck. I did a chrome delete on my Silverado, and blacked it all out. And I needed to touch up the rear emblem, and I couldn't find the black paint, so I hit it with bed liner, and then clear. Instead of paint and top coat, I hit it with bed liner and Flex Seal, clear Flex Seal, and it looked like shit.
I can't find Flex Seal in Australia.
No
and
kidding.
I want to get like a fucking tub of the shit. That stuff's fucking awesome, dude. I want to fuck around.
Well, you know what? If you want to pay like $100 shipping, I'll send you some. But so now I'm trying to get this shit off because it looks terrible.
America, it's really good to Australia. It's the UK that fucks you, right? Yeah. Yeah, Europe fucks you, but Australia and America, pretty bloody good postage, man. I can get stuff on UPS for like $10. You know,
Really?
yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah. Anyway, top of the
Yeah,
morning.
it's not that innovative. Is this rattle can of black stuff, and rattle can of clear stuff. So here's the thing about me is I'm pretty bad at putting the caps back on the bottles. So I've got cans of paint and I've got cans of top coat, but all the fucking pusher things are broken.
I love these
It is
things,
funny how that
the
happens.
enamel paint pens. And you can touch up like your logo on your car thing with these, man. You know, you get your gold and your silver one and shit.
I used to use fingernail polish to color fill the lettering on guns sometimes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Same shit, pretty much, I guess.
I want to talk to this upside down man about all the different Flex Seals I have experience with.
All right, you guys, hold on. I'm going to let them have the floor to talk about Flex Seal for a second.
No, the upside down man. Yes. Sir. Sir, good day. Is that He-Man or She-Ra? Is that He-Man or She-Ra, sir?
Show me Bobby's bedroom.
I'll give you the Flex Seal for the sword. Oh no, those guys are probably pagans. I can't take that sword. It'll clash with the sword of Jesus. Sir, are you aware that there's also a Flex Seal tape? It's like a roll of duct tape, but it's a Flex Seal tape. Let me check my audio, sir. Yeah, someone's.
Yeah, I've had that black tape that self-bonds to itself before.
Yeah,
like the vulcanized rubber one you can use on like water heater hose. So I fucked around with that.
Well, I'm talking about the Flex Seal you desire.
Yeah, like the Flex Seal brand. Like we have
Look at all that
similar
salmon
products in Australia, but the Flex Seal brand's the original, and I haven't seen it in Australia. And I just like to fuck around with it. Like whatever version of the product, whether a spray can or a tin or a putty or whatever, you know. I just like to fuck around with the original brand and see if it's like all the hype, you know.
So have you ever fucked around with the tape?
No, I've had the similar tape that's like the rubberized vulcanized shit that's like heat resistant, and you can wrap like a radiator hose with it, and it self-bonds to
I was
itself.
using the Flex Seal brand tape to seal the holes in like I redid the roof of an RV, and everywhere I pulled like a nail out or something, I would just clip a piece of Flex Seal tape to stick over that hole before I put a weather seal coat over it. And like after clipping a couple pieces, my scissors was getting jammed up because of just the residue of the stuff.
Well, I'm actually in a caravan, man, and I'm fighting moisture and fucking drips and leaks all the fucking time when I screw a new solar panel in.
See, it's good for that.
Flex Seal, it'd be fucking great, right?
But the spray stuff I've experimented with, it's good for water sealing like that. But I tried to like layer the bottom of some old shoes and see how long I could walk on the Flex Seal layer, and it walks off really fast.
You know what I used to do on my remote control cars?
To seal cracks and stuff, it's still good though.
Yeah, you know the remote control cars back in the day, and the jet hoppers, the little triangles. I had a little crazy one that used to like burn its tires out and had no nodules left. They were bald, and so I'd do zigzags of hot melt glue, and you'd like floor it, and the thing would lay hot melt on like the fucking bricks on people's fucking like driveways. It would like literally lay hot melt, my little remote control jet hopper. You know?
Yeah.
That was my grip on the wheels. Put hot melt on it to make like a zigzag.
Can you let me know which one is the more offensive one I want to use? Is it Aborigines or Aboriginals? I want to use the improper one.
I'm just say Abo, mate. I'm Ewan tribe. I'm actually 100% genetically white, but I'm the only bloke I know inducted into the tribe at 13 years old with the other little black lads. And I just say fucking Abos, mate. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. No one's worried about it, man. The only people worried about it are fucking woke white Karens that are
And that's
trying
the
to
thing.
be
We have over
upset for
here,
other people.
over
Now,
here
trust
in the
me,
northern
native
hemisphere.
cunts don't give a fuck, mate.
Over here in
Trust
the northern hemisphere, we have people that are worried about like hard R and AH. So I want to know what the Aborigine hard R and AH is in Aborigines, Aboriginal.
I don't know what you mean by AH, but I'm come from the
He's
south.
trying to get you to say derogatory slang words in Aussie.
No, I want to know which. I want to know between Aborigines and Aboriginals which one is the derogatory one.
The word coon in Australia
Moon
comes
cricket.
from an acronym from putting them in the type.
All right, we're gonna just end this.
I want to know which one is the bad
Well, then
one.
you can invite him onto your stream.
Want to get derogatory or not? I'm saying, don't worry
Aboriginal.
about it, man. I'm
Aborigines.
fucking Abo. I'm Ewan.
My head is like swelling with freedom, Charlie. Like wonderful knowledge. No, you're being sarcastic when we're talking about our. You can't hide from it forever.
Aborigines.
Don't worry, Tom. Even if you don't know the right word, you will be able to offend them if you ever meet them.
No, I want to sketch you out that see if you'll worry about which one I'm saying on your channel. Aboriginal. Aborigines. Aboriginal. Got to be hitting at 50-50. I got to be hitting batting 50. Aborigines.
I don't know that either of them are offensive. You might
Yes,
just be.
It's the same way we have hard orange.
But Tom,
over here.
I don't know.
They have
I don't think either one of
Aboriginals.
them are offensive. But I do think that if
Because
you're
you're
up
not
here to
cultured.
pester me, there's no reason for you to be here.
You're not cultured enough to understand what I'm
Everyone's
telling you.
fucking offended, so nothing. Bloop. I was just gonna say everything's fucking offensive, so now nothing's offensive. Just get over it.
Well, he's up here trying to irritate me. So even though I don't think either of them is offensive. Like, I don't know why I want him to hang around and just.
Do you want me to thundercat him?
Yes, please do. Would you, Tom, come back and get thundercatted?
He's been thundercatted.
Sucks to be Tom. All right, now Barbie.
Everyone's.
You have to live the rest of your life with one of these trash rummaging gentlemen. You can either live in the down under wilderness with Puck Elf, or you can live in the grimy streets of Denver, Colorado with Tommy. Do you have a car, sir?
The rules. Get my sticks and fill up my.
Hold on, Puck Elf. Do you have a vehicle? Okay, so it's a wash then. I'm glad you said that. It's a wash. Either way, you're walking or you're taking the bus.
Yeah, I'll fly a magic carpet.
Barbie, are you considering your options? You're muted. I think that she's just. She must know she's muted. She's just so overwhelmed with the options, and she just.
No, I am not muting myself. Somebody else is doing it. I've been saying that for a while, and I'm gonna keep letting them do it. And then when, like I said, what I said, I don't care.
Okay.
I know
so
what I'm doing.
Who did you choose?
Was that's difficult? That's a hard thing to decide because that's just me, and I've known Tommy for a while. Tommy used to think I was a trainee. Tommy's probably not interested in that because I don't.
It doesn't. I'm not asking what they're interested in. I do not care what they want.
Why does everybody want to kidnap me or something?
Everyone knows they always going to pick Elf, but then Elf's a bitch and says no, so don't worry about it.
I don't like the cold. It's not cold down there. It's cold in Denver.
Congratulations, Puck Elf. You win the girl.
I know.
Oh my god, I can't wait till Simon hears about that.
No, but that's because I'm a misogynist and an asshole, and I don't simp for him, right?
I can't wait to get my dick wet.
Handling that.
Okay, good. Get her undressed and we'll do this thing.
That's his favorite thing to do. I love it when he does that. But did she ever get undressed? I don't think she ever gets undressed.
Fuck! Spilt me ciggies.
What the fuck were those?
What?
I'll spilt me tobacco on me dick.
It sounded like it clattered.
Yeah, I keep my tobacco in a fucking tin.
Bro, what? Okay. That's it. That's it.
That's it. Get out of it.
No, I'm gonna have to start a whole conversation. Actually, you know what?
Get that.
You were the
Xena warrior princess.
You were the one that flipped me off. You were the one that were in the back cussing. Okay. Now I had already made plans to do something immediately after this stream that involves nothing with your bitch ass. So when I get it, I will put it up, and then you'll still sit in the back.
Inviting you to hang around, bitch.
Who are you talking to?
Go look in the back chat.
All right.
I removed people from you before.
This has been a particularly insane
Why
stream.
mad?
Oh God, you're fucking important, aren't you?
I don't know what I've done to them. Like they still won't even tell me.
I just did.
They're fucking jealous, and I don't even know why they know these hoes. Or they're fucking men, or they're side men, for that goddamn matter.
Yeah, stop simping. I said no.
I don't even know one of them. I've not subscribed
Don't you
to none of
remember?
them.
I just said no.
So I don't know where they've even. I think they come from. I think they're Flo's groupies, and they're just mad that I'm here and not Flo's not talking to them tonight. I guess I don't know.
Damn it.
But if Miss Flo needs a break from Flo, I need a break from Flo. Y'all bitches are gonna need one too. I mean, he is the host.
What? Why would anybody need a break from me ever? Miss Flo, that's
You know you get
not
cranky sometimes. You do get cranky.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And cranky is me being nice and a total
Cease
understatement.
contact. Cease contact. Can't handle it.
Yeah, but even at my crankiest, Miss Flo never needs a break from me. What?
She walks the fuck away and goes and does her own
You join
thing.
Elf's cave rules and get in my cave or get the fuck out. That's the way it
I
is.
would
Get
be
my
totally
water,
grateful.
get my sticks, and fuck off.
It's really interesting how Australia simultaneously like talks to himself but also engaged in the conversation. Like M will just talk, you'll just talk to yourself or the shadow people, and it's obviously disconnected. He talks to himself, but in the conversation. I don't know how it's even possible to do both those things at once.
It is. Y'all don't just get my language the way it is sometimes. Plus, you don't, but actually, sometimes I'm talking to people, y'all just don't see them, and it's not got anything to do with chat to an extent.
Quiet woman.
Ow, fuck.
God. You just said a whole lot of nothing.
No. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Fuck, why not?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a misogynist. That's why you love me.
No, buttered sausage.
He's not wrong though.
That too. That too, I guess. Oh, God. We're all doomed. What is tomorrow? Friday?
It's Friday morning right now.
Well, you know what I mean. I don't have the
What's
same
the bloody Aussie time at the moment?
as other people.
It's Friday, 7 p.m.
We get up.
Friday, 7 p.m. in the bunker down under.
What I do with that phone? Where did I put it? Here we go. Here we go. Because I'm a fucking biatch, and that's what I do. Where was it? Live, and let's see. Unless I could see her because she did come shortly. It would be this one, if I'm not mistaken. Like I have like, it's gonna come off.
Are you in a gang?
Me?
No.
Why would I was like, no, why would I be in a gang? That'd be crazy. Already getting enough trouble without it.
Australians don't have gangs, mate. We got crocodiles. And we just bring them over the river and say, we just say, let's come fishing, mate. And then we just kick your fucking ass in. Fuck off.
That was pretty funny. We don't have gangs.
There's no gangs in Australia. Is that true?
No, there are in the cities. It's a shithole, especially the young generation TikTok youth crime shit. It's kicking off just as bad as it is anywhere else, you know? Yeah.
TikTok gangs.
Yep.
It's terrifying in a very unterrifying way.
Yeah, now as soon as they don't put their ethnicity on the news, it's a fucking brown person that did it. They're like, oh, we don't have a description of the suspect. It's like, yeah, then you know it's a fucking brown cunt. If they were white, we'd fucking know. That's what I mean. It's not even the abos, mate. It's not the abos, mate. It's all these migrant motherfuckers. And it's not the brown Indians either.
Well, where do they migrate from?
Oh, fucking, I don't fucking know. What are they? Nigerian fucking Muslims or some shit? It's like, fuck. And it's like, it's not like we're importing people from places with problems, because then we get both sides of their religions coming in and they just bring their problems here and start stabbing each other in the streets. And the government starts trying to lock down social media and suing Elon Musk on the Facebooks and all this shit. It's like, fucking, it's fucked. They know their multiculturalism's fucked up. And all they can do is just censor it because they don't want to address it. They've just imported other people's third world fucking problems. They're just shit people from shit fucking cultures. I'm tired of fucking sand niggers and Bedouins and shit. Fuck Palestine. Blow it the fuck up. Genocide a lot of them. And the women and children too.
Nope. You know that's a TOS violation, right? I don't care about your views, but don't.
I didn't know that.
Okay. He's just kidding. He retracts it.
In Minecraft. That's right.
What's my T-shirt say? It says Playa del Cameron, I guess. I've never been there. I don't even know where it is.
Cheers.
Somewhere flat.
Cheers.
That's about all that's obvious there.
I'm adding people right now to the description box because I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of questions about where about Australia's channel. Does he have a channel? And yes, he does. So I'm just getting it over with.
Yeah, I got channels, bro.
Oh, I know. I've already dropped your link, and I'm linking people in the description.
I do shit in weapons and knives and arts and crafts, and I do like my little arty boxes and things.
Now that's an intro I can get behind. Talk about weapons and knives and arts and crafts. That's...
Yeah. Now I'm working on my spear lately. I gotta like shave it down. It's so overbuilt and so fucking heavy. It's like a fucking lance that you need a horse. It's like, God, you can't walk around with that thing. It's just too big.
So do you spear thrower, is it use a flexible spear or a solid spear?
Oh, well, I call those javelins, right? My spear I'd call like a, like a Viking kind of thrusting, bladey, knife imagey, but me woomera or the addle for throwing things.
Yeah, okay.
I use a
I
spotted
know what an
gun.
addle is. That's why I was asking.
Well, I use a
if it
spotted
was
gun or
essentially an
black
addle.
butt
Okay.
wattle, usually about as thick as my thumb. And that way, when you fling it, it has that flex up and down.
Exactly.
And it transfers the energy, right? Yeah. And you
Yeah.
fire
There's
hard on the
actually an
tip.
annual addle competition nearby where I'm at.
Have you used an addle?
Yeah, Aussie
Not
ammo
yet.
technology isn't putting stones on the end. They fire hard on the tips, and then we shave them and grind them on a granite rock, nice and pointy. And because we've got the hard ironwoods, and the heating carbonizes the wood, you get a decent bloody tip out of it, right? And and you get
So I
the
was gonna say it
flex.
probably depends on the wood supply in the area.
Yeah, like I say, you don't want your javelin to be too stiff because you want that wobble, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, you've got to have the flex for the. I savvy physics and ballistics and all that good stuff.
It's like
Your wood can't be too stiff.
Yeah, Archer's paradox, same thing. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, that's what I use on my thingy, but I also like it. The reason the end is pointy and it's also hooked is because I can jam it in like the swamp and the dams, and I can pull out cattail roots like the reeds.
What do you do with those?
The reed bulbs you can make like a bread and a damper out of because they're full of starch. And so if you've got some good reeds, you can make a spear to flog a duck, and then you
flog a duck.
Is
that like choking a chicken?
That's right. Yeah, flack a duck, mate.
Can you get frogs?
But then you've also got your bread with it. You got your flat bread pancakes and your duck. You could.
There you go. I can tell. It sounds like you live in a moist location.
Moist.
What? What was
she said? Moist.
Well, all of you're talking about cattails and ducks and all that, so it's like I must be some.
Oh yeah, so very moist. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I live in the desert.
Like the word pussy willow.
Pussy willow. I'm not visiting the fish market today. I'm going to go have a fish and dip the raw prawn, actually.
A raw prawn?
The raw prawn.
A pussy willow is a plant.
I'm going to go dip
like
the
the
raw
type,
prawn.
like the kind of, like the big shrimp?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go wet a prawn, mate. It's a euphemism.
For getting her.
It's both fishing and fucking. You can pull a fish.
And I'm drier than the fiery pits of hell.
All right. I am about to wrap up, I believe. Who's got final words? I could see Barbie's already talking, but she's muted as usual.
Can somebody? Okay, I'm making up that short. I'll share it.
You
tomorrow,
should probably have, if you are wanting to talk to me after the stream, you should probably have last final words.
Okay, fine. Carry on. Do your thing. I'll be doing that.
What? All right, Audra, throw your addle. Tell the people.
All right, I don't have anything nice to say.
Say something
So
mean.
use your imagination.
Excellent. Thank you for joining. All right, Australia, tell the people something.
G'day. Go fuck yourself and enjoy everything. Take drugs and have sex with your cousin.
All excellent, excellent stuff. Barbie, what do you tell the people?
Again.
Ah, damn it.
You always do
What?
that. You're muting it. I know it's you. Fucker. Okay.
What were you telling the people?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and be nice to one another. And even if you don't like the person, share it on the Oakley channel. Help that out.
All right. Thank you, Barbie. And she's still back there talking. That's all right. Let's see. Boy, that's sort of surprising. Did not get really even close at all to releasing any of the easy shorts. So those will stay in the arsenal. A little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, because they're pretty funny. Where do I want to send you guys? You guys want to go somewhere? Leave Barbie with Aussie Boy.
What? No. What are you doing? What is that even about?
Oh, wait, you can see that. Sorry. Whoops. Cheers. Rightio, good night, everyone. If your cousin's hot, don't knock him up, but get in there. Where you go? What's some Appalachian proper stuff? How do they fuck their cousins?
I think she's frozen. Is she frozen?
I think I've just stunned her with the yell face.
Okay.
What are you doing? What in the fuck is going on with him? Like, what, Josh? What the fuck is absolutely this whole thing is just.
Well, I didn't do this. That Flo did all of this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Honestly, needs to come back in there. There was something I was talking about yesterday, and he missed it, and it's private, and I don't know why he kept doing that. I guess he's a Riri. I don't know how else to say it. Or maybe he's got to go eat. I don't know.
Why are you concerned with what he's doing? Aussie Boy is here for you.
I'm not gonna fucking stalk you. Go away. Leave me alone.
You're not gonna stalk me. You live all the way across the other end of the continent or whatever the fuck it is we're on. I'm not getting in that debate.
Too expensive.
What?
Can't afford it.
So did Simon, but that didn't stop you from getting hitched. I mean, what the hell?
I'm not hitched, Simon.
Bro, what are you talking about? Fucking bus tickets. Let alone
I'm not hitched to Simon. Simon's in London, and we're not married. Mitch Ambush married me with fucking Flo and Richie to back him up, and Uncle Fatty as the minister.
What the fuck is an ambush marriage?
Okay, first of all, when you're just sitting there having a conversation with someone, and out of nowhere, a whole wedding procession begins. Like, you guys are getting married. I got the minister.
It was amazing. It was beautiful. The bride looked beautiful. The groom was proud.
Did you say the words "I do"? That's all that matters.
Both of them did.
I don't know, did I?
So if it is the case that you uttered those words, right? That was completely voluntary.
You gotta be lying. Flo, you bullshitter.
How fucking high was she? She can't remember it.
I mean, you can go back and watch the stream. It's still up.
Is it not? I thought it was on yours. Did I restream
it? Was on mine.
I wasn't looking at either right now, sir.
You should be happy that Flo is even like throwing Aussie Boy at you. You ain't got many options, right? That clock is ticking, right? You got much time left.
I'll make friends with lots of guys, and then for some reason, one of them will try to hook me up with like any of them as they can. And I don't know if it's because they think they're hard up for pussy or I'm hard up for dick, but things are supposed to happen naturally. I don't know what.
Hashtag no
that's the most bizarre thought process of any dude I've interacted with thus far.
I don't think anybody's hard up for dick or pussy. I think people are hard up for brain cells. That's my humble opinion.
Hallelujah. That's the truth. Not all of us, though. All of us are just, we're at the age where, like, it's not as important as it was.
I think I lost him down the couch, mate.
When we were teenagers. Like, it was a thing then, where it's, like, not now. And porn is so over, like, it's everywhere. So it's like, we're desensitized to it. I would not be surprised in the future if people just flat out just don't even, like,
What's your favorite genre?
Huh?
What's your favorite genre?
I told you that before.
Oh, really?
I did too. You weren't paying attention. I'm almost out of stage. I did.
Hey, Darth, how do you feel about drugs? Like, what's your honest opinion of drugs? Any kind of narcotic.
Josh, what do you think about? What do you think I think about drugs?
He's a cop. Don't answer his shit.
That's why I'm asking in reverse.
He's a cop with a bad alias.
I'm just trying to understand, who's the normal people in the crowd. That's all I'm really trying to understand.
Have you looked the fuck around?
Smoke weed. Everybody smokes weed. That's normal.
I have
because you live in another country with a mail order bride. That's a whole nother separate conversation.
Damn, the mail order bride.
Sorry.
If it wasn't true, that would hurt my feelings. Fucking hell.
Josh, do you ever work at your job?
Yeah, he rides on the back of the scooter with her, remember?
I rarely go into the office. My office is like the size of a fucking broom closet that I actually have to share with another dude. So it's not comfortable.
That's gay. Y'all stand butt to butt?
Oh, no. We're face to face. We kiss.
Oh,
how did you get arrested, Puck?
I aggressively pruned a bush, freaking the fuck out, having a manic mental health episode. And then the police came and said, "Oh, do you like that bush?" And they're like, yeah, is he allowed to cut that bush? No. Do you want us to arrest him? Okay. And I was not fucking going with them willingly because I was having a mental fucking episode. A manic PTSD fucking thing. And if they touch me, I'm not gonna fight them because they've always got a fucking blonde woman with them. And as soon as I get touched, I'm just like, nah, I go limp.
Wait, what's the blonde woman do?
Nothing. But that's the point of it.
Was the bush blonde?
If there's men involved grabbing me, I'll struggle. But as soon as a woman's touching me, I'm just like, nah, limp. Passive
really, being touched by women makes you limp.
And then because they arrested me, they're allowed to use violence. They yeeted me into the back of the fucking paddy wagon, but there's that fiberglass fucking bench with the ridges, and I'm already a fucked up car accident survivor as well, and I just got fucking yeeted straight onto that fucking fiberglass ridge on my spine. And I'm just fucked. Like, yeah, I don't weigh much. I'm fucked. Yeah.
What color was the bush? Was it dark colored? Was it blonde colored?
Did it scream when you pruned it?
Oh yeah, I was well green, and then it turned into like grey sticks.
Gray.
Yeah, I cut all the green off it. I shaved it.
Okay.
Well, I think it's fantastic. Like you and Barbie, the more we get to know each other, I think you guys are going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's what you said about Mitch too. You'd probably like me. I guarantee you would like me, Tess. I know you would.
Everyone loves
Mitch
I know.
Mitch is quiet and normally fairly reserved, except for when he flips out. You're out of your mind, and as well, yes, you are too.
I'm not so nice about it.
Mitch is covert crazy. Mitch is covert crazy.
I've got 8 pages of insanity, diagnosis, rubber stamped, disability. Here we go.
Do you?
I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm done.
It's probably from eating all those cattails.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Too many damn ducks and fucking damn breads.
So why were you? Do you remember why you were trimming the bush? Like, was it talking to you?
Yep. I've got PTSD, which stands for post-traumatic stress disorder.
From what?
And there's past traumas. I don't want to get into the specifics, but there's past traumas that keep getting thrown in my face over and over again, and I've tried to address them and say, hey, stop doing it. And I lost my fucking mind, had a meltdown, and I aggressively pruned some bushes.
With what?
My bill hook that I made, and it's pretty cool. This thing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And like, so it's got the saw on there that's like reverse Japan saw, so you can hold it like that.
Jesus Christ, man!
But it's like Klingon thing, like a batlev. But you hold it upside down that way, and you get more wood, and you get the blade, and then it's like a fucking axe. But then you can go that way, and you get the hook, and then you just prune shit off, and just like goes, and just comes straight off, mate.
I see why somebody would call the cops on you.
I'll cling on the fuck out of that bush, mate.
Damn, and that was the first date?
All right, Josh. Tell the people something.
Oh, yeah, this is exactly why you should not be doing drugs. This is exactly the reason.
And if people want to hang around backstage, I feel a little bit gypped that I didn't get to showcase my my hilarious shorts. So hang around and I'll play one of them. No, get off the stage. Get off. You too. All right, I've got a place for you guys to go. Vote
day. Fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Our poll. Show us your genitals.
Vote day. Fuck you.